second ruin.
All right.
Hello.
So,
What's
Yeah.
up?
who wants to
All
recap?
right.
Who wants to recap last time?
Killed a whole bunch of things.
That shield is bullshit.
We had just dispatched a room full of skeletons. Proceeded down the hallways, gave some look through some other stuff. Eventually came across a prison-like area. And out popped some more skeletons. And some other skull-like things. Flaming skulls. They're bastards.
Mean
Yeah.
guys.
They sucked.
They were throwing fire bolts at us and casting fireball at us. As well as
Yes.
blur on themselves. They're fucking sneaky little bastards. After a bit of a skirmish and still kind of recovering from the previous ones, we decided to take a rest. Short rest. Heal up. Alsana proceeded
You can
to
upgrade
make the
your-
most safe room of sorts. With some alchemical and nature stuff she had on hand. And might potentially be a route for fixing this entire place up, but that's for another time and probably post-game. And afterwards, we took a step out, and as soon as we exited that little safe room, the skulls go, "They're back!" and flare up again, and we have another fight with them. As they have this nice little ability that means they revive. I think it's like exactly like short rest worth of an hour.
Yep.
Afterwards, they flare back up. The only way you can get rid of them is dispelling them or breaking a curse or holy water, which we just so happen to stock up on beforehand. You're welcome. Proceeded to mortar and pestle them into nothing, and then moved forward. Made it down into a large kind of... Was it kind of a throne room feeling thing? But not quite. It was the place where the statue was, and the statue was the thing that we're looking for at the shrine.
Minor correction on that point. The statue was built over the thing you're looking for, which is the shrine.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
The statue itself is not the source of the power.
Okay.
It's a point of interest, but just in case it colored your perception of it.
Yep. Okay. The thing under the statue. Had a brief conversation with the three souls that we've been foreshadowed are trapped here. They argued with each other a good number of times, and eventually, an attempt, a fruitless, completely useless attempt to talk was made, and was quickly thrown to the wind, and then combat started, and we crushed the Skull Lord like a bug.
Yes.
So I felt better after that.
Just a wee bit.
And unfortunately, it died to the damn shield again.
Also, yeah, the shield is way too effective.
Yeah, but it only works on undead,
Lantern Shield's coming at the leaderboard of most kills.
which is terrifying, because for a long time I couldn't hit with it.
Horrifying prospect.
Yep, so we couldn't talk to it, so we deleted it instead. Found out that, got the full thing that, yep, this is exactly the shrine, and we've secured it for the time being. And, well, I still had the... That's Adventure Time. So we had... Alsana still has the Charisma Potion on tap, and we have those snakes we need to go talk to, since we didn't really fight them or anything, and hey, that's free experience, even if this attempt at talking to them goes poorly.
We'll just let them know that they're fucked.
But I hope we can make it nice with them, but that was where we left off, heading back up to that room.
All right. So,
We're
I
gonna do our
believe you
best, even
guys
though
were-
Devin doesn't need me, apparently.
I believe you guys were at least generally patching yourselves and each other up on your way up at the very end of last time, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
Various
Yeah.
healing abilities.
Mhm. You make the trek up the stairs, down the hall, up the spiral staircase of the tower, and back into what was once the second floor. It's the middle floor, no matter which way you're heading, of this castle structure. You head down that same hall, see the wreckage and the splotch marks of the various jellies that you fought. And you return to that door in the side of the wall.
Also, I gives a glance to everyone else. Well,
You want to be friends with those guys?
I don't want to immediately swing at them or whatever you might be thinking.
Oh, I don't want to immediately swing at them unless they swing at us. That's
I'm hoping
I
to
like the
convince
idea.
them not to do that first as well.
all right.
They are not something to be thrown off and disregarded. They've been here a while. They've lived a while. They're magical. There's something I'm interested in.
I'll be right behind you. Or beside you. I'll be beside you. No
Hmm.
worries.
Yes, maybe close enough that I can maybe jump behind you if anything goes really poorly.
That's why I said beside.
Alright. Well,
That's
gee,
because that you don't do anything that'll keep me from de-aging.
Hmm.
like I said before, if it's the choice between de-aging and dying outright,
Oh, of course, just I'd like to be put out there because I feel it could be quite unfortunate that despite the ability to, if you just forget, possibly, and I'm stuck like this.
Do you still have the spell left toward at least Elsana?
she nods.
Just want to make sure because I feel it could be quite unfortunate to be stuck old because we miscounted.
Hmm.
Not everyone is as dense to mix something like that up.
But everyone is prone to mistakes, even you, Miss Perfectionist. So let's go.
Yes, and there's certain things you make sure not to. Though I could loosen up my standards for you, just this once. She knocks on the door and then opens it.
The heavy door kind of creaks open. The aged wood flakes a little bit at the touch. Little bits of dust and debris falling off of it as it's pushed. You walk into that somewhat wide stone room, dwarfed now by the sheer expanse of the shrine room that you were just in. But still with those little hints of broken grandeur. You see the pendulum on the wall, swinging back and forth, with the dark half in the light rising and falling in turn. And you see the two serpents, coiled on either side of a throne-like seat at the head of the room, swing their nearly humanoid faces towards you. So, you return.
Good evening, my skilled friends. Well, we've had a bit of a parley with the three. And we've sent them along their way. They no longer suffer.
And did you secure the permission that you sought?
They had not given us the chance to even question it.
Then, as per our agreement, your only choice now is to leave and never return.
I believe that agreement was under the pretense of the ones you serve, yes? Does that not change now that they've left this mortal coil?
The two look at each other.
It's a
were
bit
in-
quiet.
Nice.
Can't
It's a bit-
exactly give consent when you're dead.
It's a bit quieter down there, at least. No more of their arguing.
They're in better places wherever they may end up.
They're at their own pieces.
Our orders predated them. I see no reason why they should fall short without. The other turns and looks. But what of successors? There were always
content.
successors.
It seems things have. The gods have fallen in such a way that it may be deemed difficult. But if you, she thinks for a sec. What would be the qualities, the requirements of a successor?
Blood was most common, but sometimes they were chosen. Sometimes fate intervened. Show us proof first that you speak truth. Or, actually, wait.
Go ahead,
As
give
I,
a read to my noggin. She taps
Yep.
the overhead.
As I double check spells because I thought there was something, but there might not be. Yeah, that might be the one. Yep. It would be a read to the noggin. So the spirit naga hisses something, and you feel the little prod inside your mind.
She welcomes in the guest to her abode.
There is a thorough poking around, and then a retreat.
Ah, ooh, right in the back of the, behind the eye. Ouch.
We are uncertain of this, whether it changes things or not.
Then perhaps you may be. If you have uncertainty, I could perhaps offer reasonability. It's of course always your choice to make. But if you've been digging around up in here, then you know about me. You know about us, and you know the people we serve. Seeking much the same that you seem to represent. Balance. And keeping the unsavory types where they belong.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with your advantage. I have lowered the DC by the amount due to aid from the charisma folk.
Alright. And she'll just. She'll just add on, I believe the circumstances we find ourselves are rather fateful, if you say fate decides things.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my god.
Good lord.
The
You
curse extends to this campaign too!
you would be fully justified in those tears.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
It's bad.
Um,
I guess we're fighting snakes now.
unless they get angry. Unless they get angry.
Yeah.
Oh my
Devin,
god.
Is this a one and done?
Do you-
Is it over? Or
Cole's gonna look at the thing, the noggin.
do I get a one again? Do I get a something? I don't know.
Cole's gonna look at the noggins. Oh my god.
They look at each other. You see something firm in their expressions, and they look back towards you,
Can
and
I
they say,
entreat the GM here?
"May entreat the GM here. It's not going to be an instant attack. I'm not saying that. However,
just
what would you like
ask-
to say?"
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Was there anything in ever of this campaign that I might have deserved inspiration for and had not received it?
That is a perfectly fair question, honestly.
It really is, because I always forget inspiration exists. Oh my god.
Can
You
I
know what?
give defense to
Blanket-
Devin?
Blanket thing, I guess from now until the end of the campaign. If you guys manage to roll 2 1s on an advantage check of some kind.
It's a lower DC. Oh my god. Can I give a defense to Devin?
Yeah.
Alsana, who has a charisma of 10, I think,
Yep.
has done most of the talking.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
he needs a little bit.
Holy god.
I am
Just
so
please
entertained
intervene.
right now. I am filled
If
with
I'm
such
proposing an
not,
argument,
not joy, but there is so much happening.
All right. I'm
That
gonna
is
say I'm
so
gonna play
Marvel.
out I'm just gonna play out this one little bit,
Okay.
and then
Trust your Ariel Delaware.
if there's something else you can or want to say that you can think to bring up other than these already made points, I'll allow you to make another roll, technically at advantage because of the potion. However, it's gonna be up to your head, okay?
Okay.
1 second. The two Nagas look at you with firmer expressions, and they say, "Our orders are supreme. These details, this threshold, we do not recognize. You must leave or suffer the consequences."
Then perhaps not us. I would quite frankly be a terrible any sort of leader, and they themselves are. I don't agree with all their managerial positioning.
You got a point.
Then perhaps we could attempt a working together to find the new heir. I would like to see this place flourish again as much as I'm sure you would. I am not aiming to be the next, but I would offer my services in helping you find the next, being able to go out into the world.
We could see if you guys know if there are any suggestions, if you are aware of any people in the world who are still around at this point.
I can look through bloodlines, as you say, have been done so in the past.
She's really good at research. You should see her.
Go ahead and make that new persuasion check. DC slightly higher.
Yeah.
You did still get some help. So go
She's
for
just gonna do a sign of a cross on herself for guidance.
it.
I don't even care.
I need a god. Which god? Yes.
Anyone.
All of them.
Uh,
I'll allow it this time. Go
Xanthus,
ahead.
I will not call you a single other time if you help me out just this once.
Yep. You see
I
their
will-
eyes kind of follow the
I-
signs you're making, but they seem to recognize that you're not doing anything aggressive.
Alright. Advantage persuasion.
Uh-huh. Get your guidance in there.
Oh
Alright.
God.
We do not accept. Leave now, and you see their scales start to bristle. Or else. And you feel the slight pressure of the geese start to throb behind your eyes.
Can I do something?
You may do something. What would
Can
you
I
like
do
to do?
something? Kyle's gonna reach over to Alsana.
Okay.
That takes
Remove
care of
Nice.
geese.
As soon as geese vanishes, the Nagas begin to lunge. I'm moving you guys onto a map.
Oh God.
I didn't want it to
This
get
is-
fucked over.
This is what this has begun as they've taken a clear sign of defiance.
Those were the worst
Oh.
persuasion rolls I've ever seen you do.
I am so sorry for the luck of the
Anyone
dice.
says another word about this for the rest of the session, I'm gonna need a break. Let's move forward.
Okay,
Can I make
We're
one
moving
comment
on.
No.
this entire time?
No.
no more, no more.
Ah,
All right, everybody, you are kind of in the center of the room, maybe over on the side a little bit. There is a broken pillar in the way. Alsana and
Yes.
Calda would be side by side, kind of in the front. Kane and Alaris behind them, wherever you might be.
Yeah.
I've got the turn order tracker up, so roll your initiatives.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fuck up your geese. I really didn't want to fuck up your geese.
Yeah, no, it's good that you got rid of the geese.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had the one
that's a
spell
heavy
slot
amount of
saved.
damage.
Okay. All right. Whew!
I had the spell slot saved for geese.
Oh bugger.
Oh,
Okay, no.
bugger.
Not so
Oh,
bad.
these things look really cool though.
They're
Uh-huh.
pretty.
All right, let's see.
It's quite good. These Nagas here. All right. Alright. Oh, of course it's the fucking red Naga. All right.
You got an
they're a
Irish
little
on
bit
us?
more.
Yes.
Alright.
I've been doing it sometimes.
Yeah, no, fair. I wasn't sure if
That
it was
or,
here or not.
I don't.
Why
it
are you
started-
upside down, Elaris?
I did it on purpose because
Okay.
I'm having fun with myself.
Okay. Quick question. What is your
Yes.
actual dexterity score?
Where's my actual dexterity score? It is 16 plus 3.
Yep, the Spirit Naga goes first. It's got a 17 for a +3.
Right.
Yep. All right. So, let's see. I need to do something real quick just to decide something.
Figure out that Rod does.
It is attunements. You are not attuned to it. You don't know what it does.
Okay.
Right now, it is locked in the form of a spear. You can't really do anything with it, but you can treat it as a normal spear.
Considered magical.
It is technically magical. However, you're not able to use any effects on it. You're not able to access any sort of like pluses it has to attacks.
Well, it's fine.
Um,
I'm fine
yeah.
with a magical weapon other than my sword.
Okay. Okay. Right, that being decided, the Spirit Naga, unfortunately, gets to go first. As it is going to, as Geese is broken, it swings its head towards, it's gonna swing its head towards, Calda, who broke it. It hisses some words. Could you give me a quick wisdom saving throw at advantage?
The roll 20 maybe crashing, just heads up.
Oh, interesting.
No,
Why
that
am-
worked.
Why am I the only person in roll 20, apparently?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the
I-
only person. That's why I thought I
Yeah,
was
I
crashing.
think we all just did that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
roll
no.
20's being bad. Okay.
Oh,
Roll
no.
20's being bad. Oh, okay, we're back. I think.
I think we
Are
should
we
have removed
back?
curse from the roll 20, not from.
I don't have another third level spell slot.
I'm the only one in
covered.
roll 20.
We're all the only ones in our own roll 20. Can we all see the chat though, or no?
No, I'm just refreshing.
Oh, wait,
there's
everybody's
everyone.
back. Ah,
Everyone's back in
26.
the pool.
26. Excellent. Okay,
Good
you
lord.
feel... Yeah, connection to the server has been interrupted. Thank you, roll 20. Thank you.
We know.
You feel a powerful spell wash through your mind, but you hold firm against it as it starts to hiss and whisper compulsions, ideas. Join me, fight for me,
Uh-oh.
obey me.
You suggestive little prick.
You
Does
prick.
nothing else this turn. Elaris, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move behind this pillar for cover, and I'm going to switch my weapon to a crossbow.
All right.
Heavy one, specifically.
Okay.
Oh, reliable.
Who turned me other
That is
sideways?
my action.
Tell
You're
me.
welcome.
Okay, so you are ready with the crossbow. Any bonus action? Anything else?
Bonus action to hex the Spirit Naga. The
Okay, purple one is hexed.
purple
Put a little
one,
hex
okay.
on him.
Wait.
All right. You can just say purple or green, or red or green. I know it looks very pink.
But
So,
yes.
all right. So, with that, the Guardian Naga gets to go next. Oh boy, what's it gonna do? It is going to. Let's see. You know what? Knowing again that Calda was the one who disrupted the geese.
Fuck me up.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
me up.
Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw. No advantage.
Ariel.
Yep, you're fine. As you feel another forceful kind of magic, a little bit less so than the other one, a little less beguiling, something a little bit more disruptive, as it attempts to apparently tear you from this plane of existence.
That.
Resist banishment.
That's banishment, yeah.
Kane! As the two snakes lower their heads, still hissing.
I'm
What
still
would you like
catching.
to do?
My roll 20's catching up, so I'm gonna narrate it, and when the rolls come through, they come through.
Okay.
But I'm gonna run up to the purple, which I believe is the spirit dog, right?
Yes.
And immediately take 2 swings with the Sword of Thorns. There we go. Now I'm caught up.
Alright.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that one. Let's throw a wrong button.
Okay.
Let's throw a.
A superiority die of some kind.
Yeah, let's throw a frighten onto that. Just out of curiosity.
Interesting.
And double that dice.
Okay. Alright. Another 13 damage on him. Nice. Whoops. Clicked the wrong number. Go ahead and fix that. There we go. DC 17 Wisdom saving throw. You know, they are not immune to being frightened. So,
All right then. Interesting.
Get spooked.
yeah. Let's go ahead and see if this is spooked or not. Let's see. Where's Wisdom? There it is. Oh, he rolled low.
Oh.
Oh, indeed they did.
This Naga is, for 1 round, I believe,
Yep, until the end of my next turn.
until the end of your next turn, officially spooked.
All right. Spooky, scary stabbings.
Is there anything else? Oh, you've got another attack. Yep,
And then
there
I've
we
got
go.
the Lantern Shield to follow up because it's trusty at this point.
Yeah.
It
Well,
eventually goes through.
trusty
There we
against. Yeah, that hits. All right, another 9 damage overall.
Alright. I'm gonna take
as-
2 steps back.
Okay, it will go ahead and attempt a attack of opportunity. I can't. I was looking at advantage and disadvantage and going attack of disadvantage doesn't make sense. At disadvantage. But it snaps its teeth at you, missing.
Oh, that does way more poison damage than I thought. Not doing that again. Alright, cool.
To be fair, all of those numbers were really high.
Even the half of that is too much.
That's a lot.
Jesus.
Right, well, that's it for Kane. He narrowly avoids death.
Narrowly avoids death.
Calda!
Really quick.
Mhm.
Did they snap once I got outside the 5 foot or the 10 foot?
They snapped once you got out the 10 foot.
It says on the bite what the range is.
It's a very.
Oh, okay.
But fair enough, you would probably notice that. Calda, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up to it, 20 feet. Boop.
Okay.
We're ready to hit, motherfuckers. I'm so stressed.
You can do it.
Stressed.
You
1,
can do it.
2.
Oh, they both hit.
Okay.
All right. They don't resist any of that, so
And then head back here because it used its reaction.
Yep. It did. So that is, let's see, 18, 30, 33. All right. As you are wailing away on this one serpent, you notice that the other one seems to be flinching with every strike as well.
Ooh.
Alsana.
Alright. Snap. your 20-foot cube is 20 on each side, right?
Yes.
So that
Yes.
erupting
Indeed.
earth. 4th level.
Fun. Go for it. Alrighty.
I need them both to. I don't have it on my sheet, unfortunately. Needed them to both make dexterity saves.
Okay. Alright. The Spirit Naga's dex save is here. That's a success. The Guardian Naga seems to have advantage for some reason and fails.
Okay. So both of them. And
Alright.
I'm going 2 on the one that failed. Sorry, let me just read something. Yeah, I'm going to expend 4 harvest scythes.
Alright, so. Wow. Go for it. Holy. Alright, the one that failed takes a total of 47 damage. The one that succeeded, 25 rounded up, halved, 13.
Mhm.
Okay. They're both starting to look a little bit worse for wear than they had started at.
I'm just gonna lean down here and take cover.
Okay. With that, the Spirit Naga cannot willingly move closer to Kane, and attacks have disadvantage while he's in sight. So it's gonna hang back.
Oh, sorry, that
Mhm.
spot becomes difficult terrain as well.
It does indeed. All right. Okay. Let's see. It could do something awful, and it
that's fine.
probably will.
No
Now the
malice until you
question
click it.
is,
Against
which two it's going to aim for.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. At the top of the round, the pendulum swings. Previously, the light side had been high. Now the dark side is at the apex.
Their magic resistance is swapping. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to actually 1d2 its decision-making process for that as well.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's going to shoot for the one that's scared of and the one that just cast magic. They are in a nice, neat line.
Does my
Kane
cover give me
and
any bonuses?
you know what? 1 second. Let me check the wording of the spell. It might. In a line, direction you choose.
What's the save more so?
It is dexterity. So, I'm gonna
If we
say
have
that,
cover.
yeah, being, +2 to both of your saves.
Alright.
Go ahead and give me a dex save, please.
+4 as well. I am here.
So I get
+4
6.
for everybody. Actually, both of you. Very good. All right, you succeed, Kane.
5.
Oh, hell. 12. 12 fails. I'll go ahead and click the spell. Hopefully I've got the number set up. So 23 lightning damage to Alsana. Half that to Kane. Rounded down, of course, so 11.
All right.
And you see the Spirit Naga kind of stumbling a little bit over the erupted stones of the floor as it kind of squeezes itself back into that corner as far as it can get due to its current frightened condition. Elaris, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I am going to peek out from behind cover. Peek out behind this pillar here, and I'm going to take 2 shots at this one.
All
Try
right,
and try and see.
go ahead.
All right, cool. 1 sharpshooter, 1 not.
Okay, that
Ugh,
does not hit.
Nope. Of course
That
not.
does not hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. high AC, so no sharpshooter. Okay. Got
Yep.
it. I'm going to duck back behind cover.
All right. With that, the Guardian Naga. Let's see. Hmm. One moment, my bad. I'm just figuring things out. Yeah. The Guardian Naga, as an action, casts a spell on itself. Freedom of movement. And slithers out from behind all of that and around to just behind Alsana and within striking distance also of Elaris. It can do nothing else this turn, however, you are both within range, melee of it.
Okay.
Kane.
Right, Kane's gonna twist around to face behind him and cast. I wonder if I can make this work how I want it to be. Yeah, I can. Cast Wall of Thorns through the one behind me.
All right. If you want to go
Yeah.
ahead and draw it, you can. I
Yep.
believe that's a that's a dex save.
6 long, 10 feet high. Perfect.
He
Like
succeeds on
online.
the dexterity save. I think that's half damage, though.
Yes. I'm not sure if it's this turn or. Yep, when he first
When
summoned
it
it,
appears.
and then when he starts his turn or ends his turn within the wall.
Okay.
So, I believe. Yeah, so when the wall appears and summon is twice. Cool. So,
That's if the
Sure.
creature is moving through it. Technically, I believe it's probably shunted.
furthermore,
Is it?
the first time a creature enters the wall on a turn or ends its turn there. As well as
Okay.
when the wall appears.
But that's when it enters the wall on its turn, not when
Yes.
not if it's already in it.
Okay, yes, gotcha.
All right.
Send it that way,
Okay.
and then he will. Calder, ready, plan to move.
Moving down, it keeps everyone a little bit closer to me.
Alright, in that case, he will remain where he is for now.
Okay. Don't forget to take that necrotic damage, as the backlash of the magic wounds you as well.
Minus 17 to max HP. That was a pretty good roll, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. If that is all, Calda.
Calls the Linswood again. You gonna be okay?
I'll be alright. Just if I drop, pick me up.
Oh, of course. Calda's going to run over here now. So if my measurements are correct, 5, 10, 10. Awesome. 2 swings at the Naga.
Mhm.
Alrighty, we got 1. Oh,
Oh,
what? I gotta do the paladin thing. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Do it. It's not an undead or a fiend, but
That's another 3d8 I need to
go
roll.
ahead. Roll them. Oh, that's a lot of
Okay.
math.
7 plus
So
20 plus 3.
23.
So 50 total.
50. Oh my god. Yep, 50 total.
And for
Woo.
my second attack.
Mhm.
1 second. My greatsword disappeared. Okay, 1, 2. Oh.
Mm. Unfortunately, the first strike rings very true as you actually cut across its face diagonally. It rears back, shrieking, blood spraying everywhere. You swing again, but the suddenly undulating body as it writhes in pain throws off your rhythm and timing, and you end up just cutting through air, and you stumble a little bit but catch yourself.
Now I've been thrown off my rhythm. That's it.
Does the other Naga react when this one gets injured?
Yeah, it kind of
Okay.
shrieks as well and continues to cram itself into the core. Actually, that effect
That's
has
no longer
ended.
frightened,
It's
yeah.
it's no longer frightened. It's starting to pull itself out of the corner as if intent on going after you guys.
Yep. Kane just like standing there like waving the sword low at it.
Alsana.
I'm going. Yeah, I'll just do another Erupting Earth.
All right, where would you like that one?
That will be. Do either of them look more rough? Actually, no. The south one took more hits. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm going to.
Oddly enough, they look about equal.
Oh, funny. And she is going to go for the one at the north then, since the one at
Okay.
the south still had the advantage.
Yep, go for it.
I'll just draw another. Just for fun.
Yep.
So dexterity save.
Okay. Da, 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 da. As I click the button and it is slow to appear. Very, very slow.
Like
Hmm.
rolled 27 a rough time today.
Yeah.
Who's she chugging?
I sure just didn't ignore her.
Success. As it takes half that for 13.
Still has advantage. Okay.
Did that one not make it without advantage the first time?
This one has advantage.
Okay.
It just made it. It rolled a 26, I think, total the last time. Then the green one had the advantage.
Yep, and failed.
Alright. Yeah, but the green one just rolled on Canes with advantage, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, she'll. Can she. No, the thorns are there. I can't move. Yeah, she'll just stay there then.
All right.
It actually didn't roll with advantage against me. It just rolled high enough.
Did it? Okay.
Oh yes, it didn't roll advantage against
Okay,
the thorn.
I'm fucking
Sorry.
stupid. Okay, we're moving on.
All right.
Okay.
At the top of the round, you see the pendulum that had been kind of dropping from the dark side being high and swinging light hits the apex on the light side. I need everybody in the room that the Guardian Naga can see, which is all of you, to make me a wisdom save.
+4 is all around.
Yep,
Thank God. Oh,
success.
saw that.
Success.
It doesn't matter. I could
Success.
roll a 10.
Yeah, druids and wisdom saves are lit. John?
Holy shit.
Yep.
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
Wisdom save. Okay, sorry.
Would love that 20 somewhere else.
Where is my sheet? I must have closed it by accident.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're gonna want that. Your turn's coming up soon.
Yeah, I know. I accidentally closed it. Wisdom save.
Yes. You do
Okay.
have +4 from Calda.
Okay.
Oh, all right. For this round, top of the round to top of next round, you are actually you have advantage on this. You're half elf. Roll again.
Oh, okay.
It is a charm effect.
Okay. So I'm
I
half
did
elf,
forget
so
that.
I do-
Yes, yes. Roll once more.
Wisdom save?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
19.
There we go. Success.
Okay.
Everybody succeeds as you start to feel. Alsana, you barely feel anything and brush it off. The rest start to feel a little bit of a tickle of, wait, what am I doing? This is a good being. Why am I doing? And then you shake it off and you continue
No.
to ready to fight. However, with that, it is the Spirit Naga's turn. And it not happy with current proceedings, and unfortunately very hampered by a lot of difficult terrain, unfortunately, in its view, is going to... It's gonna try something potentially interesting. Let's see. What's the range on this? 90? 20 feet of a point you choose.
Oh no.
You can't really get itself, can he? You know what? Good enough. Is going to cast a spell at a pretty darn high level. Sleep. So, who amongst the party has the lowest hit points?
I'm at 27, I'm down.
Yeah.
All right. It starts the lowest and then it's subtracted. So, who
Calder,
has
go
the
ahead.
lowest?
I'm at
We can't see each other.
45.
Wait, no, I'm immune, and Alaris is immune.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
immune, yeah.
That's true.
So,
Immune to magical state,
Calda
yeah.
and Caius. Who
Calda
is
and
lower?
Caius?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Kane.
I'm at 40. I'm at 49.
You just spoke.
What is this, a crossover?
You shush.
Don't reference BoJack Horseman here.
All right.
Why not?
Then-
Hold on. There is
Kane
a
is lowest. He's at 35.
35. All right. And then there's 33 left. Not enough to affect Calda. Kane falls asleep, just collapses on the floor.
Lovely.
Calda, you start to feel a little lethargic, but you're able to shake it off and grip your sword tighter. Kane is currently prone and unconscious, but not dead or anything. Not dying by any means. He didn't lose hit points. He's just snoring. He just kind of drapes across that pillar, and you hear a.
Oh,
You guys
old
do the
man
sleep
snoring.
apnea.
Elaris.
Oh, I also dropped my sword. Shit.
Oh, that's not even a concentration spell. Okay. Deal with the threat directly in front of me. I will do 2 heavy crossbow strikes, hoping to.
Hey, no, hold on, we're backing up here.
What?
Creatures who are unaffected by it, they still take off points from the total.
Oh,
I'm at 27, so minus 27 from that first one, and then do the math
Oh.
again.
so that's
One moment.
41.
68 minus
I'm
20.
still out though.
41.
Because
Nice.
I'm 49,
Lars?
35.
Lars? though?
I'm lower than Lars.
I know,
I'm
but
45.
he stays up. He's immune to it.
It still counts. It still counts from
We have to be lower than
Okay.
Alana, Kane,
Oh.
then you, then Lars.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
That's fine.
Okay, is that a like an errata sort of thing?
Yep, no, there's tweets on it, though.
Okay, good to know. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, retcon that. Kane, you're up.
Oh no, I'm still out. I'm still below
I'm
HP.
sitting up.
HP.
Oh,
sorry.
I see. Got it. Okay,
Okay,
right,
so I will just do my 2
go ahead.
heavy crossbow strikes.
Okay,
Bump 1,
hit and miss.
2.
Also,
And just hit.
Just hits? Jesus.
Well, no, not just, but it's better than the AC. It's better than the AC was.
I think it's an AC 18, John. I hit with 18.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, oh,
My bad.
fuck.
My bad.
I was like- I almost had a heart
No,
attack.
no,
I was
no.
like, oh, no.
No, there was another effect going on you guys have not discovered, and it's
That is
off
boosting
this
it,
one
so-
now, but the AC had a boost last round.
Yield of faith, isn't it?
No,
No.
don't worry
Uh,
about it.
other thing for sleep, just for
I
the
don't-
future.
I want to
Yes.
worry about it.
So things like elves that can't be put to sleep are take off the pool, but it says at the bottom, undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected. Because they're not affected, it doesn't take off the thing.
Okay,
So a room full of skeletons isn't going to suck it off from the necromancer. That bad phrasing isn't going to reduce the total needed to go for the
Whoa.
necromancer.
all right.
But a room full of elves will.
I now want
Okay.
to make a necromancer who uses sleep spells primarily. That just sounds really cool.
Oh, all right.
Necromancer.
That's cool. That's a cool concept.
Yes. Will that be all?
Lars.
Yes,
Alaris.
that'll be all.
All right. On the Guardian Naga's turn, you hear it whisper words again, and you see some of the various wounds in both of them stitch up as it rolls very poorly. Apparently. Oh no, not very poorly. Quite a few mid
Yeah, just the one
ones,
dice went
but
poorly.
just the one, just the one.
Iffy.
But you see it regain some hit points, some health. Alright, I believe that will be about all. Kane, what would you like to do?
Snore.
Ah, yes, you're down.
Yeah.
Calda, you know you can wake him up, but
I have 2 ways to wake.
or you can just
Someone punch
wail
with
on what's in
energy.
front of you. Go for it.
Shoot
I
him
can do
once.
both. See, okay. Because he's down, so any ranged attack has disadvantage.
Yes.
Wait.
But all attacks also have advantage. But if you're within melee range of the Naga.
He has a 10-foot reach, so I can still do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, Kane.
Could Caldi just like take one of her attacks to
Punch
just kick Kane?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Alright.
Punch him in the.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
can
trying
technically
to...
unarmed attack.
Yeah, can I do an unarmed? Ariel.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to punch Kane, you can. It's a strength check with your proficiency.
Punching Kane.
It's
In
an
At
auto.
advantage.
You don't have to roll. I think it's an auto hit. Oh no, it's advantage with auto crit. So technically, I take. So it's what's your strength modifier plus 4?
That's fine.
8.
But it gets halved because I'm resistant to bludgeoning.
Yes.
So I would
Um,
take 6, gets down to 3.
Well, it's not a die, so it doesn't get doubled.
No, it's
So
not a
you
die
do-
at all.
But you deal an additional 1 damage, I believe.
Maybe. Sure, you know what? 1 + 1 + 4. Go ahead, 6 down to 3. You're fine.
Cool. Okay, now I'm gonna do this and hit the snake.
Okay.
Technically, I draw my shield. Okay.
Sneaky
Yeah.
snake. Sneaky snake. Sneaky snake. Come on. Oh, come on!
25 definitely hits.
Look at that damage! It's horrible.
He takes 9.
Rub some smite on it. You'll be fine.
I don't want to drop a smite on it. Attack your wounds!
Yeah, and also she crits so often, might as well save it.
That's fair.
Don't say it, now it won't happen.
Will there
Okay,
be
that-
anything else? Okay.
Put it out into the universe. Why not?
Halsana.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to do anything else. Yeah, just another. Which side is the pendulum on right now?
The pendulum is on the darks. No, wait. It is currently on the light side and starting to swing towards the dark.
Okay.
Sorry, Ari, really quick.
Yes?
The Naga ended its turn inside the Wall of Thorns.
I forgot the Wall of Thorns existed. It would have moved.
To
Um,
where?
Honestly, it would have probably used half movement to wiggle its way through there. Alsana might have gotten an attack of opportunity if she had a melee weapon out.
I don't know. I mean, she doesn't have her broom out or anything. Would you say she would have the scythe ready?
Honestly, I don't know because
As a sorry for forgetting the Wall of Thorns.
Yeah,
It's
sure. Go ahead.
It is 1d4 and 1d6. I'm probably gonna miss.
Yep. Oh, you actually hit, and you did a pretty good amount of damage right there.
Almost
Okay.
how much damage is called, actually.
Yeah, good job.
Yikes.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm not. Let's do 4th level erupting earth on the dark one up there.
Dear God, that entire area has been rendered unrecognizable, and there's a possibility that the structural integrity of the walls might be questionable after this.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Oh god.
Just deck save. Again, I don't have it, so just
He gets to do a dex save. No advantage, and he takes full.
yep. So 17.
Actually, how do you want to do that?
Can she just collapse some of the ceiling on him?
Yep. There is a rumble as you pull the worked stone up. The floor starts to crack around it. The wall starts to heave and shudder. And as the snake writhes and rears up and screams at you,
She's just gonna put both
Yo!
hands in the air and drag them downwards.
Traitor! Stones collapse all around it. And beside the rest of you, the green one suddenly twists and writhes as though it is getting bludgeoned as well. It swings its head around, glares at you, and hisses, "No! No! You cannot deny justice! You will see our..." And it collapses into a heap on the floor.
Nice. Double kill.
Oh, we have to climb over that to get over the door. Alsana, good job.
Doors.
Actually, you did amazing.
You did very good.
And on the wall, the pendulum
happened?
swings to the dark. And then it swings back and forth, unceasing, even around the destruction.
Kane sits up with the sound of popcorn, basically. This joint's all pop.
You a white gold man?
I think so.
Oh.
Oh.
Happening, you up.
Quite alright without me.
Do the doors in the room go anywhere? Or is that just the map?
You see that the door over here kind of goes out into a hallway that's almost a mirror of the one out here. It doesn't show on the map, but there is sort of another door underneath this wall here that goes out into a hall that links up. Basically, the hallway you came through goes around down here. There is another hall down there. It encloses a loop.
Okay.
There's another tower up in this corner, a mirror to this one.
Is it places we haven't been yet?
There are places, but there are also places that are thoroughly caved in or broken into rubble. Places that are impossible to pass through as things stand right now.
That was an utter failure.
Unfortunately, they wouldn't listen to the best of us. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that went poorly. But at least it's over with.
And maybe you can try and see how rare are Nagasawa?
Say that again, sorry?
How rare are Nagasawa? Like, or you can find some other guardians.
Soul
maybe?
crushingly so.
Oh,
Yikes.
you can make a cool
So my
potion.
failure to make them see reason is all the more of a twist in the side.
Sana, considering we have a dad who never once saw reason, it's not up to us to make other people do it. Everyone sees reason at their own choice. They chose the side that lost. Just like the initial king chose the side
Pain
of negotiation.
Enough. I
built
failed.
yourself
It
up.
ended up. We're hurt. We're done. We have the shrine. I don't need any of you, you old, wretched man. Okay?
Not saying you
Keep
need
your
to.
mouth shut, and maybe I'll heal your age back to where you were. All right?
I trust you enough to do it anyways. Prove me wrong if you really plan to be that spiteful, but they chose not to side with us. They chose to attack us. Never wants to be razor blade first. If you're gonna blame yourself for that, then you're taking more responsibility than you deserve. They chose to fight. They chose losing battle. We chose to talk. They chose not to listen.
If you think it's that simple.
I don't think it's that simple. But I know you know that it's not completely your fault.
She rolls her eyes. It
So,
doesn't
two magical-
matter anymore. It's not like any of you had any vested interests here, so don't worry about it.
I'm worried about here, I'm worried about you.
Oh, right, sure.
We all are.
Call me sentimental in my old age if you really want.
As much as you don't think that we don't care about this place, even if we don't, we care that you do.
Yeah.
We know you want this place to thrive again. And
We know you plan to remove possibly hundreds of undead from an area that was once lost.
that's an extremely
noble
noble
endeavor.
cause.
Very noble.
So as much as you may think we don't care about it,
We
care about you.
If you really want to call us cynics, we care about the mission that is vested here. With these folks dead, and a few are undead, we can rest here and have a safe place. And there's less undead in the world. Place.
It's always good.
It just kind of like turns her back to the group. Kind of waits for the thorn wall to disperse.
I have to wait for the whole duration. It's 10 minutes. I can't do anything about it.
Has it been 10 minutes since then, or what?
No.
Like two, buddy.
Kane just goes wall doesn't drop for about, I don't know, I'm not good at counting time. It lasts as
Yeah,
long as it
yeah.
lasts. There we go. I can try to hack through it if you want. It'll be broken, but it'll fade eventually.
If you want your time alone, you can just say so.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's
Take your time.
Sana, you don't have
Whatever
to
you
be
choose
strong.
will be there for you.
Yeah, running a household, you're not in charge of a band of children or anything like that. You're an adult who had to deal with a stressful situation. If you don't feel well, you don't feel well.
You've
That's
seen
allowed.
us all. You've seen us all at our weak points, and if it's okay, we'd like to support you at whatever point you
Yours.
think this is for you.
Yes.
We've all been vulnerable with each other. It's your choice if you want to be vulnerable with us, but no matter your choice, we're here. All right?
Indeed.
Why couldn't you all just believe the lie? I do a lot to keep the witch thing going, you know?
And we know.
And the affluence
know.
and...
That's why we don't believe
Puts
it.
a hand on her shoulder, rubbing her back.
She got like jumps for a second.
Dad rub.
I'll just be sure, but she'll try
Pat
and
on the
like
back sort of
hoist
thing.
herself up for a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah. Hoist Calda up as well.
Thank
He
you.
just kind of like leans against the pillar. We're on a potentially world-ending mission. If you're stressed, you have every reason to be.
That's the problem, you idiots. I know well than anyone else that death is a thing that comes to all, and if it's going to come to anyone, it's certainly going to come to the ones who haven't, or doing the thing that hasn't been done in who knows how long.
Well, what
It
we're
would have been
doing
much
now-
easier if you just kept a respectful, just co-worker distance about it. But no, you have to go and get attached. Kind of like turns and the eyeshadow's like down her face.
It's what makes us mortal.
That's what makes us people. And honestly, the minute you realized that there were two parents here, what do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, come on.
But I was hoping you'd keep it to your own children.
Sana, they've
Everyone's-
They've already adopted me. Unfortunately, your parent becomes a package deal in this case.
Yes, and I'm used to the parents ignoring me. So, with that
Yes,
said,
that's why
let's move on.
That's why we're.
Your dad
Well,
was
Florida
an
still
asshole.
does
You think
not,
I was
it's just
gonna cause reparations for that?
Also, I was just like,
In the name of dads everywhere, we don't represent him.
And as much as you do not enjoy him as much as we all don't, Alsana comes like running ahead. We care about you. Fucking hell.
We care.
And I'm gonna kill something.
Ooh! That character out!
No, out of character, I'm charging my phone on my computer, and every 5 minutes it shows up in my push to talk break.
Ah.
Alsana, we don't want you to think that all parents are like that, and I don't know, we still want to be your friend. We always want to be your friend. Yeah. Gods, I say, we love you.
We wouldn't have made it here without you.
Oh no, you're the talker of the group, and that's saying
You're the
something. You
brains
are.
of the group.
You are amazingly talented. And I don't
Yes.
think we would have gotten this far without your help. Without any of us. We're all crucial pieces of a weirdly intricate puzzle.
Weirdly intricate,
But-
yes.
If the box says 2 to 7 years and we finish it in 1, I think that's a good job.
That's a bit of wishful thinking, but I like where your head is at.
Well done on that joke.
Just quietly broke out.
Yeah, my head.
You know,
Didn't like that.
in the spirit of trying to remember DM inspiration, take one.
McCain's just gonna kind of like, and unfortunately, you're stuck with me. But do you want anything off of these old snake things? Claws or fangs or scales?
Scales.
I'm not cutting off the head. That's just too creepy.
Yeah, that's a bit too macabre for my tastes. Maybe even for yours. I don't know.
She's still not like making eye contact with anyone. She's like halfway in the door, and just... She takes like a slow breath and just... Golda,
Yes.
you have that gem?
Oh, the gem. Can you remind Ty?
The diamond.
Oh, yeah. I have a diamond.
Actually,
Once again, is it a certain diamond?
50 gold pieces or more.
Oh. Oh, it's the... Yeah, here's, 300 gold piece diamond, because I only have those.
is it only 50? Character?
It's 100.
It's good restoration. It's oh, is it 100?
It's 100.
Okay.
But it's a little bigger, but keep the rest of it as well, just in case. As a precaution. Just in case someone else decides to get a little unexpectedly older on us.
She kind of like turns it in her hand. Can't believe this. I can't believe this. And she turns, walks over to Kane, gives
Do
him
you
a
want
hug.
to save it?
Oh my god!
He just kind of like stands there, not sure how to react for a second, and just
And,
like,
and as she does so, just greater restoration.
Yep. He just goes like, I would have pulled you back, but I'm currently covered in spikes on my arms. So like, just like presses his shoulder further into her.
Calder like holds onto Alaris' side and just goes, "It's happening."
It's happening. Both very.
Kane just like
proud,
waves the
very
hand covered in
proud
like
of
thorns from the
Alaris.
wall of thorns, and it's just like, hold on, take the lantern shield for a second. Just like I can't hug her with the spike on my hand.
Calder
Yeah,
takes
that's
off the
fair.
spiky shield and
Yeah.
puts it on her very, very tiny hand.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of like grab her around the waist, and like as the strength comes back to his legs, he'll just kind of stand up with her lifted like a foot in the air.
She's just kind of crying.
Yep, he says, that's okay. You've took care of me for a few years. You can use my shoulder for a few minutes if you need.
I want you to still care about me. I did a very... I tried my best to be as wretched as possible.
Yeah, but when you look at your old dickhead dad, it puts things in perspective. And like it or not, I ran into the most dangerous part of the country, and you guys still came after me. So,
As much as people are idiots, and as much as people are wretched, they
They're
still got a heart
family.
on the inside. And as you always say, they're still living beings on the inside, aren't they, Alsana?
She just kind of like wipes her eyes and just... that idiot's still ruining things for me.
yeah, I still want to kick his nuts into his throat.
Blood.
Can I do it, please?
We all.
Okay. You'll be happy to know that family does not have to be blood.
God.
One,
And he'll give Kane a hug as well.
Other hand is still covered in spines because it's what the effect of the wall of thorns does to him. And it's like, I can't hug you guys back. I'm sorry.
I was going for the ankles.
just hold still, and she just starts pulling them out.
Group
Ow.
hug.
Alsana,
Now.
take my bicep with you, Alsana.
she has a passive 24 medicine. She's not dragging anything out.
It can't be healed until I take a rest.
Oh, their skin.
She is starting the...
I'm gonna say the physical effect, at least she can pull it out. It's just not going to. There might be like a little bit of black staining in the veins that's not going to go away until the rest happens.
Okay. It's like, oh, that is such a strange feeling. It's like popping a pimple in reverse. What the hell?
Oh,
Mm,
Ooh.
edit like
Ooh.
that.
Ooh.
Thank you for that.
I
well,
didn't
Oh
like
god.
this.
well, the different thing is they're supposed to be there as well. Well, as this is less so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sword is so strange. But I have this new rod now. Hopefully it doesn't stab me every time I try to use it.
So, should we.
It's not cursed
maybe-
either. Let Elsana have a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to take some time. Wait,
We're not in a rush, are we?
everything's
Please
cleared
sit
out.
down.
Yeah. She lets go finally, and just
Yep.
everything.
He's still
is-
like holding her around the waist and just like, I mean, do you want me to let down or?
Yeah.
For now, I might need to cut some things open.
Alright, he places her down on the pillar.
just we've basically secured it. Oh, sorry. We've basically secured everything. I don't think there's. I'm sure there's some manner of undead that'll come peeking through the walls towards us, but
I'll play
nothing can
baseball
handle
with skulls if they come back.
I'll take care of them. They're fun.
and Ilaris transforms his crossbow back into a maul. Yeah.
Well, we have that room down in the cages that's protected. They can't see us from what I can tell in there.
That's fair.
Seems like a good place to sleep.
But do we want to stay here until the day, or do we? We still.
I mean,
we still need to go collect him, and I have a Pegasus. I very much want to keep safe.
Why don't
honestly,
we-
the final place we have to go is in my swamp, and I'm pretty sure I know where it is, or at least nearby. We're not going to be in any sort of rush for that one. I say we at least take tonight to sleep here. Clear out as much of these undead as we can tomorrow, the next couple days. Form the ritual and just get some errands done on the way.
Also, out of
Now
character,
we-
what day is it today?
17th.
On the calendar, it is the 18th.
Okay.
It's only a few days, and like I said, the next one is easy, and it's my swamps. I ferry people through them all the time. And it's
Fair
not protected, I don't think, like the other ones.
Well,
You have
so- Not to this degree, I mean.
Not to this degree, yeah.
Hopefully
And-
there aren't any more knockers
Sure,
at that
there's
point.
some wording around it.
but I also
Of
kind
course.
I'm confident there's going to be something attracted to it. There always
Of-
is.
Of course, but if we're going to take any of them slow, I think we should take that one slow. And for now, how we get started on clearing the undead. If we can get those plants you were growing earlier, they're anti-undead, right?
They discourage. They don't delete. They don't remove them. And any
See if we can.
large-scale effect would take a much longer amount of time.
Well, as I say, we take the next few days, do some gardening, get it to grow a little bit in every room, maybe in the doorways, so they can't walk through as easily. If we can
Don't-
find a place where all the bodies are stored.
I don't have
Make
the
sure we can walk around
supplies
there.
for that. We can't exactly replant them over and over again that quickly.
Can't pull any seeds out.
I can pull maybe one out, and then we have to wait for that one to grow, and then that one might not give me any. I'm just... It's not a bad idea, but better preparations would...
Well, who's taking this? Do we remember who's taking this shrine? Have we decided yet?
Have we?
Out of character, what version is it, and what flavor?
Everything,
Right.
anything.
All of the above.
It's
Next
a,
one's physical.
it's a collective.
Yeah.
Also, out of character, what's everyone's level at again?
We're
I think
all
we're all level 10.
Okay. And
Although I'm pretty close to level 11.
Yeah.
Um,
Once you guys rest, you're getting XP. Things might change.
Okay, so it might be that we take a rest first and just kind of either way. Long-term plans, I think we can take after, but
Yeah.
I have 6 magical effects I need to sleep off, I think.
question,
And
question: How wide are the Nagas?
Um.
Wide boys.
I'll say that at the widest point, one of them might be anywhere from 4 to 5 feet. Basically, they look like they could swallow Calder whole.
Okay.
So does
and
Kane's
might be able to choke down any one of you as well.
So
Calder.
not possible to noodle into the bag of holding.
no, it's a 5 foot. As long as it's 5 foot as the
Well.
largest dimension, I can do it.
I'm size small, so like we could try.
Yeah, no, as long as it's not larger than 5 feet, I can do it.
I mean,
Also, I pull a
Hold
canoe out of there.
yeah. I mean, if you wanted to spend some time, you might be able to noodle. I will say that the purple one in particular, kind of buried in the rubble, not going to be easy to pull out. The green one's available though.
The green one.
I mean, at this point, why not?
Bloody hell.
Actually, each 5-foot portion of erupting Earth's difficult terrain takes 1 minute to clear by hand.
Yeah, so it'll only
Okay.
take like 10 minutes to get to it.
Yeah.
Like to clear all around it, because there's 3 layers of it.
Yeah, mostly I'm thinking about the fact that stuff collapsed on top of it. The floor is very unstable beneath
Yeah, but we
it.
got Calda and Kane here.
You'd have to work I'm gonna say that just for the sake of being cautious, you work a little bit slower at that because you're afraid that the floor might just swoop in beneath you
Yeah.
and dump you a story down. So, just for the sake of that, but it can be done. I'm not saying it's gonna take you days, but it'll take you a solid hefty hours.
All right.
Shall we at
Well-
least grab the green one?
I suppose.
We're just gonna.
Part of
I
me
get
wants
it.
to harvest things first, though. These guys had venomous bites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Alright. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, both of them more so. Alsana wants to collect that venom.
Can't be experienced in milking snakes.
I think Calda's done this. I'm not Calda. Alsana's done this before. I'm sorry.
Just curious. No, that's fine. That's just a curiosity question because like he grew up in a swamp. He was a hunter, so.
How are you on survival checks?
Proficient with +5.
I'll say that you can handily offer your help and
Okay.
grant advantage if Alsana would like to use that on her survival with her own proficiency from the alchemist kit that she would be using.
All right.
Or rather, is it poisoner or alchemist?
Alchemist. I
either-
believe. I think we squished it together basically
Yeah,
because she has both.
go ahead. You can.
Thanks, Ariel.
Yep. So guidance on herself.
Advantage.
Hi, you laugh. I've done that to people before.
I know.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and make one check per Naga, both with the advantage, and you can guidance yourself before each.
Wisdom or intelligence?
I'm gonna say that
Because
this one
survival
is
is
a
wisdom.
little more. I'm gonna say this is a little more on the wisdom side.
Okay. Advantage. I'm just gonna do perception for the sake of proficiency.
Okay. Okay.
23.
All right. 23. Interesting. All right. So you went for the Guardian Naga first. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty poison, and the Guardian Naga seems to have not just the fangs and the reservoirs behind them. There also seems to be a structure inside the mouth whereby they can actually shoot a stream of poison out.
Right.
So you're able to get it from a couple different locations. Go ahead and take down 2 vials of Naga poison. Naga poison is DC 15 con save, 10d8 poison on failure, half on success. It is meant to be inflicted as an injury. However, if you wanted to try to make somebody ingest it, you probably could.
Okay.
As for the Spirit Naga, go ahead and give me another check once you unearth it and are able to milk the poison out. We'll just kind of roll it all together. Okay.
28.
All right. It only has the one location. However, with the slightly higher number, beating a 28 over a 24, you're still able to get 2 vials of it. It is also a DC 15 con save. However, it is only 7d8 poison. It is slightly less potent.
What are they called? Again,
Um,
the two?
Guardian Naga is the 10d8. Spirit Naga is the 7d8.
Naga poison and everything else is the same.
15 con save, half on success, etc.
7d8. Alright. Okay.
In the meantime, once Alsana leaves the Guardian Naga, he's gonna be like, so stuff it in the bag now?
I suppose the scales aren't going anywhere and they're not getting any staler.
Mr. May.
Alright,
Calder, let me a hand.
let's noodle.
Alright. Alaris, can you hold the bag open?
Yeah.
Wanna
Think
hold
like
the bag?
3 kids all trying to stuff like the garden bag full of leaves.
It's
I
trying
feel
to
like
get,
that's basically what this is.
it's trying to
I
get the
thought they were trying
sleeping bag back in the thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, alright, heave! Heave!
Hey,
Oh my god, it's gonna keep going!
why is there so much of this thing?
Yeah, you've got a solid, like, yeah, most of the size of these things is really in the length. You've probably got a good, like, 10 to 15 feet of snake that you are slowly heaving into the bag, like a 1 foot section at a time.
I
Morticia
just imagine
is-
just carrying it beneath the scales and just like,
Is snake meat safe to eat?
I,
Is
I
this
wouldn't
snake-
eat this snake meat.
that is human snake meat.
Yeah, it's got a human
What?
face. I'm not eating anything with a human face.
Oh yeah.
Morticia,
thought it was
Morticia
a-
is going to either love or hate me, and I approve of both.
I think she already loves you.
I think it's gonna be a malcontentness in the situation, but very, very happy about the corpse you brought her.
And also
Yes.
mildly concerned as to how you brought both of them.
She's used to this by
Also,
now.
mild surprise as to how the hell you brought an entire Naga to her.
Yeah, she has her ways.
Entire
She
dead
saw
Naga.
us slough off the skulk last time.
That's fair.
Oh, you're right.
but This is quite a big fucker, isn't it?
You really know how to pick them, Asana.
Yeah. Not judging you, but
I'm
But you
know how to
kind
pick
of
'em.
I'm slightly judging you.
I'm judging you, but in a
Yeah.
positive way.
That's what I go for.
Admiring.
You have your type, I have mine. I'm not one to judge.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought you meant the knock. Oh,
No, we all want to collect the Naga.
her face is a little red.
Just like, hold on, Asana, have you not asked her out yet?
I mean, I brought her along.
Asana, are you two
Asana.
not technically dating yet?
I mean,
Asana, I moved faster than that.
have you heard of
That's-
the idea of Schrodinger's cat?
Are
Oh.
dating?
I have.
What the hell is Schrodinger's cat?
Did Schrodinger date
And why
his
is a cat relative? Did you turn her into a cat?
Did Schrodinger
No.
date his cat?
No, but I could.
The whole
What?
thing.
The-
There was a box.
there was-
Schrodinger put a cat in it.
There was
There
this.
a box of poison. And
There's this
if you look in the
absolutely batshit insane human talked about from a while ago.
yes,
who
from one from
Place it's said to be a cat, but there's the experiment can be done with
conflicting
anything.
reports. It could have been a
You can
gerbil.
you put one in a containment with some sort of mechanism that releases a poison at an undetermined time. And the idea is that until the box is opened, the animal is both considered alive and dead because no one has viewed it yet.
Asana, are you telling me that you're scared of asking her out because of a box and a cat?
Well,
You don't
she
know
can
if-
either say-
So
Fair.
until we address the topic, we are both together and not, and I'm okay with that as of right now.
Well, until you address the topic, she can either say yes or no. She's not gonna sniff some poison and die.
Hold on. But,
I don't think this
No,
is
she's
about
trained not to
poison.
do
hold
that.
on.
Cole's not
Pause.
getting the point.
No, both. Pause. Are you telling me that you're scared to ask her out?
I'm not scared.
But you're scared she's gonna say no.
I don't want to make her uncomfortable.
I mean, I
So
can
you're
ask
scared
her
enough.
if you'd like.
It's a
think that'll be
casual. No. Okay, first of all, no. First of all, no.
I know that'd be worse.
This is-
I
Just
think
grants goes
that's-
like, well, in that case, sounds like the solution is you should ask her out. I think it's decided.
This is the whole family asking, "Hey, are you dating her yet?" Dad, mom, and brother asking, "Hey, are
Things
you
like
dating
ask her, not even out, but just
In the
a little coffee,
once,
little tea.
once again, in the same way that I frankly wish that you were less caring about me, given the situations we're likely to find ourselves in.
Yeah, too late now. Move on.
Get fucked, kiddo.
Too late.
I
moving
would
on.
like to have this all said and done and have other halves not knocking on the door of reality first before I commit myself to anything like that.
Although, I imagine she would be happy if there were two of you.
One
No,
of them
she-
won't be
Evil,
nice.
You don't know how this concept works, do you?
No, I'm not gonna pretend like I do. But, just think of it. You know, there's a person who comes by, brings you gifts every time, interesting things that intersect with your work, and then suddenly, there's two of them.
Kane, but she
one is
that could be evil.
The last time this happened was... Look, we have a solid testing of how this happens, and it is not good for Culta's daughter. So,
Just like your
daughter's
magic.
fine now.
The reason Kane's like this, he wasn't there when this was all explained to everyone. He was in another city.
she explained it when they returned, though. But
Kane's dumb though. He didn't get it.
yeah. Anyways,
Who's an evil one, Kane?
yeah.
We're
So
not
it doesn't
the
matter where it's
same.
explained. Kane's just dumb.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
also
It's just like,
explained it to Alaris, but he gets it.
Kane.
Anyway,
There's
What?
another version of us out there that is evil, and that scares me.
And they're on
So
a
we
second
should get this done
material
as
plane.
quickly as possible, so I can get back to my
it's not a second. That would be kind of putting that's putting too much emphasis on us.
What could be a fun thing is when we kill Mirror you bring a corpse to her and you can do an
No,
autopsy on
that's
you.
weird and macabre, and I don't like that.
We're
But that's
talking
kind of
about Alsana!
no, hold on. As
Are you
weird as it would be,
suggesting
Alsana,
that
you
you
tell me that
bring-
wouldn't be kind of interesting.
Kind of cool.
Are you telling me that you're insisting that Alsana bring a cadaver of herself?
Uh-huh.
If you ignore how traumatizing that is, it would be interesting.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's mostly traumatizing.
I
Sorry,
guarantee you, I'm
That
not.
is 90% traumatizing.
I guarantee you, I'm
Already-
not the first cadaver to know her beforehand, and I guarantee it would not be the first time one has talked to her afterwards.
You can
Yes,
have
but
a
I feel like
cadaver
it's
today.
very.
Yes, but a cadaver of yourself.
A cadaver
It's also
today.
the weirdest birthday gift ever.
That'd be a
I would have to do her makeup first. I don't know how the other side of me does.
Well, what if they're dressed in all white?
Oh.
You see this
Yeah,
like
what if
scrunch up
she's
on her
one of
face. You're like,
those-
no, no.
What if she's one of those pixie dust and honey type witches? You know the ones up north.
Those
Then
aren't.
we
Then-
definitely need to kill her.
Then we do
Those-
a very proper.
Just whatever.
Either way, you should ask her out. She obviously likes you. I do respect the choice of waiting. That would have been wiser than what I did, but I'm impulsive. Regardless, do you want the red Naga too?
She turns like, I think so.
Alrighty,
Um,
let's go.
Alaris? Time to go to
Yep.
work. Nope,
I'm sorry
stones
about
first. Don't just try to yank the head off. It's gonna fall off.
No, I'm yanking the
The,
bag.
the stones are
open.
already gone. She already got the
The
poison.
bag weighs 2 pounds!
Yeah, no, I'm just yanking the bag open so that it can fit.
Don't
in.
rip it. It will not work well if you rip it. I
I
promise
know,
you. it does
I
not.
won't.
Good. Stuffs it in tail first and just like, Eve.
He's...
Yep.
After that's done,
Hmm.
can we go back to the safe room?
Yes, you can.
All right, and can we take a rest?
Yes.
Yes. You can. All right.
Okay, long,
For-
long rest.
Kind of bunk down underneath the warm orange glow of the lamp vine that you have managed to cultivate in this dark underground place. You take turns on watch, resting and keeping an eye out, and resting again. Nothing really disturbs you.
A stupid question.
Yes?
Did Kane age 20 or 25 years?
Mm,
How old is Alsana again?
20. You aged 20 years.
Okay.
I took notes.
Because I couldn't remember if I was 22 or 27 before.
But, you're able to get some sleep. Here is the insane XP that is built up over a lot of combat in recent sessions between your last long rest and this one. Each of you takes 14,000.
Yes. God, it's so nice to have the correct number of digits this time. Because that means it's a lot more.
How many?
14,000.
That's
That's
intense.
14 with 30. That's for each of you. It's already been divided out.
Alright. In that case, time to level up. I have 3 attacks per turn!
Oh man.
That'll be fun.
68, 670.
Alright.
How much was it again?
Oh,
14,000.
what is this?
Oh, I'm so close. I'm like 3,000 away. Oh man. 82670.
Okay, my brain is fighting this math. I need to get a calculator.
Yep.
Oh man. Fuck. All right, I didn't level up yet.
Oh, I'm dumb.
So,
I was looking for Vengeance Paladin stuff and I was scared I couldn't find my usual thing. I use a Tifton Vengeance. I'm like, what do you mean I get 5th level spells?
Level up.
nice.
Level up, level up.
Level up, level up.
Is it
God.
max?
Someone threw a rock at my head. Anyway.
Health?
Max or average?
No, we're
Yeah,
doing average.
average. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're doing
Yeah,
this one.
Is it?
Yes.
I always ask. Half of 10 is 6 or 5. So it's 5 and a half.
It's-
6.
It's rounded up, so 6.
Round it up.
Basically, the average of a D10 roll is 5.5, so you just
Yeah.
bump up that 0.5.
Yep.
I'm like 2,500 away. This
Um,
sucks. Feels bad, man.
So you said that's just what everyone gets, right? Is there anything else?
Nope, I actually bumped up the actual number to a whole number,
Okay.
a whole 1,000, so that should cover everybody's various other exploits.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are getting a long rest, undisturbed. We can level up.
Undisturbed. Yes, you
Alright.
can.
Guess we can run to the bathroom as well.
Yep.
Do I have to add
I
this?
didn't level up. No.
Yeah, if anybody needs to use the bathroom, go ahead and take this moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
I didn't level up. Feels bad, man.
I have to add Radiance to
This is what happens when I miss
everything.
one session.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, you throw your 1d6.
I need to add this to everything.
If you want, you can just make it a separate button, though then you would have to remember to click it on
Every
every
time.
It is a separate button in Ariel. Frankly, I really appreciate how smart you think I am.
Okay.
God damn.
Whoa-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I got 6
Why-
level
why-
spells.
Ah.
I didn't level up. Feels bad.
Hey, there'll be another time.
And
Don't
don't worry,
worry.
you got like
20.
Oh
you
no.
got like the 98 health.
Oh no.
No, I have 92.
Oh, 6th level fucking druid spells? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
What'd you get?
Hero's Feast.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Keep in mind,
Use Juicy.
Imperial
That
Fall
has a,
for it.
that has a monetary thing.
Yep.
Let's just
I'm
see.
just saying.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's go down the list. Bones of the Earth, Conjure Fey, Druid Grove, Find the Path, Heal, Hero's Feast,
Ooh.
Investiture of Flame, Investiture of Ice, Investiture of Stone, Investiture of Wind, Move Earth, Primordial Ward, Sunbeam, Transport via Plants, Wall of
Oh,
Thorns,
that's a
Windwalk.
good one. Yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We're getting.
So hey
Yeah.
guys, we don't need to trek across the Howling Plains.
Oh,
Yay.
thank God. Are there any trees in the house? They're called plains for a reason.
Travel through a
Or trees
plant.
dotted around. You guys
Uh,
have seen trees. There are trees.
Yeah, we
on
went through a
this
forest to
giant
get here.
hill.
Okay.
Ariel.
Yes. Yes.
What does the rod do?
Are you spending the hour to attune to it?
Absolutely, I am.
Oh, what was the paladin thing? Fuck. Was
It's
there
an it's an amulet. It does take attunement.
Yeah. Does someone have to make checks, or can we just figure out what it does with
Um,
attunement?
If somebody attunes to it, they know what it does.
Okay. Can she do anything to identify them beforehand?
Just to make sure it's not
just in case
cursed.
it's cursed.
I mean, I will allow you to make quick arcana checks on each, but technically it would not be easy. That's supposed to be what Identify does.
Yep. Aye, that's fine.
So,
Hey, anyone got Arcana Proficiency?
No, but I do have remove curse just in case.
I do. I can help you.
Alaris, get that Xanthus brain over here.
Yeah, no problem.
yep, let's see if you can actually identify
Oh.
these things from things
DC
that
for
you
a sort of
read
thorn should
about.
be DC 15.
Oh. Good to know.
I've done 12 this whole time.
Alright,
So yeah, I'll just help you with it.
Yep, guidance herself.
Yeah.
Arcana check.
21.
All right. Which one are you doing this on?
22. She's going to
Rogue.
start with the amulet.
All right.
Damn it. Okay.
You get the sense of magic. You get the sense of it being something bordering divine, or at least that concept of things. The explanation for why it's attunement by cleric or paladin specifically. You don't know exactly what it does. It doesn't feel bad though. is the best way I can put it. You don't see any marks or signs on it that would indicate anything nefarious. It doesn't seem like it's necromantically charged. But you also can't think of anything, you don't recognize it from any descriptions of magic items, any pictures, anything of the sort. This is something you've never actually read about or heard about.
Well, it's either entirely unique or something that was more use from the bygone age of this place. She like twirls it on her finger for a sec. I don't think it will harm you if you focus on it. And she flips it over to Calda.
Alrighty.
If anyone can survive with what's called a.
Hmm.
Alright, next.
Okay.
She's gonna take a look at the mirror.
Alright, go ahead and roll your Arcana check.
Look in the mirror. Your pores are massive.
22.
22 again. Once again, it's nothing that you recognize. However, just the pure quality of it, the clarity of the reflection, the ornate nature of the silver frame, you are absolutely certain that this thing, just in terms of monetary cost and value, would be sufficient for a scrying spell surface.
Woohoo. Fun.
There is a little glimmer of magic about it. Otherwise, there's the occasional like worked in sigil that you recognize as being something that probably is divination focused to begin with.
Does it take attunement?
It does not take attunement. However, it would probably take some experimentation to figure out if you didn't use an identify spell.
Yep, that's fine.
But you're pretty sure that whatever this thing is, it is very specifically all about scrying.
Yep. So she's gonna try to scry with it at some point. But not right now. Last up the spear.
Alright. One more Arcana check. Oh boy.
27.
27. This you have read about. This is something that you kind of give a look over the spear, and then you kind of go, wait a moment. There are buttons along it, 6 of them. You remember what it looked like before. You realize that you try to press the buttons, none of them really do anything, and you realize that it has to be attuned in order to respond to this. You recognize this as a rod of lordly might. And just from that information, you're able to call to mind things you've read about the thing, things that it can do. And you're able to give, maybe not every single detail, but a pretty concise explanation of, okay, button 1, you get a sword made of fire. Button 2, you get an axe. 3, you get a spear.
Can't hear sword bit of fire, and he's already in love with it.
Yep. It has utility uses: climbing pole, ladder, battering ram.
Battering ram?
It on its own, its shape and structure functions as a mace. It is highly magical, very rare, and it has further abilities that can be used when it's used as a melee weapon. So basically, you're able to give him a rundown before he even attunes to it. I showed the document to players, so you can peruse that as you wish.
She's kind of turning it in her hand and is like, okay, you know how you were jealous of Alaris?
Yeah, let me guess, it's fancy.
You need not be. You see each of these 6 buttons?
Yeah.
Once you're fully focused onto it, this one makes it shoot out flames. This one turns it into a battle axe.
Oh? I want to use one of those.
This one turns it into a spear with a 6-foot haft.
That's good.
Also, they are... This thing is extremely honed with magic to be sharp and strike true. Good old +3. Which I believe that's on ground where Alaris is as well, yes?
Yeah.
There's just like grin that comes across his face like, hey Alaris,
In addition,
would you like a
takes
sparring match?
It takes a
Huh?
bonus action to press those buttons.
And it only takes but a moment. It's just a button you press. You don't need to focus on it for like a whole 6 seconds or whatever. So you're gonna like set.
Alaris!
That said, you know how
What?
you do things when you hit things, and kind of Calda does that too. Well, it does the thing where it can scare things. It does the thing where it can paralyze something.
I'm sorry, what now?
Paralyze.
Cease all neurological functions for about a moment. And you can also, you know what your sword does to you sometimes, where it takes your life force and powers itself. You can do that to someone else. I can't say I'm a huge fan of that one, but it's partially healing.
You said fire sword, right?
Button number 1.
She goes, well, as long as you focus on it and really think about it for a little bit. Press the
I
press
will
button.
do nothing but think about this for the next month, I promise you. He just like sits down with the rod and just okay. Starts like humming, doing his best to like meditate with it.
Alright. So you were able to, over the course of an hour, attune to the rod. Calda, would you like to attune to the amulet while you were at it?
I
Alright.
would.
I will go ahead and show you what it is capable of doing. Show to everyone.
Okay.
It is the Amulet of Balance.
Resistances.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh!
dispel. Oh, that's a good spell. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Wow, you can do everything I can do now.
Yay! Heal the bonus action!
It does take your hit dice to do so, and you don't regain those hit dice on the next long rest you take. They are still gone for the following day.
Okay, so
you
just get
Probably, yeah, you probably don't want to use it too much too often, but in a pinch.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
sad. I already resist necrotic and radiant, dispel good and evil. I have that, but okay. Now we have it
Honestly,
more.
I'm just glad that this is the first magic item I've gotten since the Owl Soul Short Bow.
Yeah, this is my first since Medic and Feather Notes, I think. No, my glasses!
Your glasses.
My glasses!
Sure. Does Alsana, does Calda explain what it does?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh, a shame I can't wear that. I would be outright immune to things. So,
Unfortunate.
if you wearing it, I suppose we could both stand in the middle of a beam of moonlight and be less harmed.
Indeed.
So my goodness, if we come across any other undead, that bolstering is very helpful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, real quick question.
Yes?
Oh, never mind. I answered myself. The Flame Tongue. It can be any sword. It's
Mhm.
2d6 extra. What kind of sword is it?
It's not a sword,
know-
it's just the addition of a mace. Like, it's
No.
the mace first thing.
It
It turns into a Flame Tongue with the first button.
Yeah.
And that is a specific type of sword. It can be long sword, short sword, or great sword. That also has the Flame Tongue property.
Is that
You
a,
know what,
like,
sword?
pre-made item?
Yeah,
That's
it's a standard
yeah.
one.
It is standard.
it's
It's
SRD.
straight out of the book.
Yeah, it's SRD.
Just gonna Google it
So
then.
it's like copy pasted straight in there.
Yeah, it can be any weapon. Sorry, any sword. So.
Yeah. Good question. I'm not sure if that was left for DMs to decide or if that was an oversight.
Should I roll a d3? Short sword, long sword, great sword.
Following text is appended to the sentence on button 1. You choose the type of sword on the 2018 DMG errata.
Nice. Okay,
Oh.
you get to choose.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna add Flame Tongue Longsword and Flame Tongue Greatsword. Because,
Good stuff.
oh shit, oh my god, I can dual wield that with the Sword of Thorns.
Oh.
Because technically
Oh.
it's lighter to be. Wait, no.
No, you need the feat for it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise, it needs the
Also,
light
they
property.
both need light properties.
Well, Short Sword would have it, but I forgot the Sword of Thorns doesn't because it has a weird dice difference.
Yeah.
You could deal with a short sword, but yeah.
Yeah,
Regardless,
that's fine.
is there anything else that you'd like to investigate, inspect? You pulled a lot of stuff from the hag's place, but haven't looked at it yet.
You know what? If Olsana can go about trying to like not quite identify those two, just roll
Yep.
more Arcana checks here.
Yep.
With the help of
Does
Valorous.
somebody have? Do you have a list of them in maybe the bag?
I do. I have it on a list of mine.
Good.
There is the
All right.
silver bell, black wax candle, a black stone on a chain, a stitched hide bag, and an ornate silver key with a sapphire.
Okay. I believe there were also some potions.
Yes.
4 of them. They're in party loot, I think. The
Yeah,
potions.
that one's in party loot.
Okay.
Yep.
We have
So,
party loot?
yeah.
I've been using my bag this whole time.
Yeah, we have a lot in party loot.
I didn't know we had that.
I think I made it so it would be editable by everybody.
Yes.
But yeah, Hag House. All right. Potions would pretty much be the intelligence check plus proficiency because potions, but you can use Arcana if you've got proficiency on that.
Yep.
Might as well.
All right.
So
This would not be advantage though, because this is kind of our own thing, right?
probably, yeah. Yeah. You can always add your guidance with each one though. So, do you want to just go down the list, or do you want to pick one that seems more interesting, or what?
Let's go down the list.
All right.
Also of note, I'll just throw, if your guys are okay with it, I'll just throw them on my sheet as we identify them.
Yeah,
Because I already have, I am the potion master.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, yeah,
You can
go.
handle my potions.
Here's the thing.
All right.
I just got this cool thing. You can take whatever the hell you want at this point. I'm
Alright.
happy.
On the first one, real quick question: what is your nature in comparison to your Arcana?
Same thing.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Alright. Normal Arcana with guidance. Haha. Haha. 31.
The writhing, oily black liquid. That's a tiny black pudding in a jar. That is
What?
a creep.
That's so cool.
It's like she kept it as some kind of weird pet.
Olsana goes, oh my goodness, I love him!
It kind of slurp inside the jar at you.
What do those things eat?
Oh my god, that's a blob.
Oh, they eat through your armor and weapons like crazy.
Oh, that's.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna
Alsana,
pull out
on
the
that,
old like
on
meat
that
full
roll-
sword he has.
on that roll, you know that the answer to what do those guys eat is anything.
Yeah, but like fighting them is the eroding weapons and stuff, right?
I actually can't remember. I think that might be a different one, but the black,
I think
yeah,
that's
black
rollers.
puddings will eat anything.
Yeah, it's like no, they're like many users. They're almost the manifestation of acid.
Oh,
They just eat through whatever they like.
do they need to eat, or do they just eat by nature?
Considering that for however long that witch lived in here, even if she got this thing last week, it wouldn't have eaten since then. Considering you do not want to let one of these out.
Yep, it does corrode non-magical weapon made of metal or wood.
So the glass is very helpful.
Throw it at someone who's got heavy armor. That wouldn't go well for them, right?
No, but then we'd have to deal with it after they're dead.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking if we find my double, that's like my worst nightmare in a jar.
We don't know if your double does the exact same things you do. He could be a mage for as hilarious as that would be.
Half orcs can be mages?
Tilted.
Yeah.
Most anyone can be if they have some sort of innateness to them. You've never tried, so we would have no way of really knowing.
I
You
didn't
know,
know that
you
was
know
an
a
option.
spell, as much as I hate it.
I know. I don't know a spell. My sword can summon a spell in exchange for my life force. That's
No spell.
No, you know
The
the thing
sword
with the
spell.
sword.
and he kind of like slaps the sword and it just kind of booms.
Yes. I'm sorry, would you
Oh.
call that something other than magic?
Well, that was granted by something else. I didn't know I could learn magic.
Yeah, stuff can give anyone magic. Anything can give anyone magic if you.
It would take a very long time, and quite frankly, depending on certain things, you might not even be able to grasp a hold of it by the end of your lifespan.
I mean, after this, I feel like I can retire with the amount of cool stuff I found. But
Wizards dedicate their lives. I had considered being one for a while, so I looked into things, and I also take interest in anyone who is one. So that aside, no,
friend one.
there is tendencies are stronger, but with our side and their side. Think of them like percentage chances. And the stronger that something leans towards an idea on one side, the higher the chance of the other side. But it's not an absolute.
So it's not going to be like me then, probably.
It could be. It could
Most
not
likely.
be. We don't know until we come across it. We know at least that Caldo wears armor and has a sword, so if that terrible idea were to come to fruition, that would be the one to target. But
I feel bad though. The thing is so cute, but it would be effective.
Make it a little uncontrollable if we take him out, though.
But it's so cute.
no,
But
It
it's
is.
hung.
we cannot let this thing out. I cannot.
Oh, I don't plan to let it out. I'd feel bad throwing it at someone.
It'd probably be happy. I guess to eat something. Anyways, other things, and she goes to another bottle.
All right. Are you going to the potions?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and make your check. We'll just kind of go down the line that
Sorry,
I
just-
have.
Real quick, one black pudding in a jar. There we go.
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, I feel like Spurt. Alright, so Arcana check?
Yep.
Or intelligence proficiency, whatever.
Basically, it's intelligence proficiency, but go ahead and click that because it's set up.
11.
You come across the red potion that kind of has a speck of red that kind of contracts, expands, or maybe vice versa. You're not sure. It looks almost like it's got a heartbeat of sorts, but slower. The red kind of fills the vial, and then it contracts, and everything is clear except this little speck, and it fills the vial. You're not quite sure what potion.
She kind of like turns her
Has-
hand. There's either a love potion or a heart attack potion. I'm not about to try.
All right. So question mark red potion.
Question mark heart potion. Red
Yep,
heart.
question mark heart potion. There we go. Potion number 2. Oh, and wherever you happen to note these down, put hag in parentheses after each one.
Alright, yep.
because- There's going to be literal flavor. It's from a hag's place.
I'll just put that under the hag section.
I need to know what to narrate when the time comes that you actually try these things.
Alright.
Potion number 2.
Potion number 2. 19.
19. It's warm in your hand. The red almost has an orange tone, especially if you hold it up to any sort of light, though granted, the fact that your only light source is an orange lantern flower, it might be misleading, but you've got the feeling with the warmth that this is a potion of fire breath.
And she says, oh, this will turn one of you into a dragon for a little bit. Not literally, you can just be a fire.
It's pretty cool both ways.
Well, if we have anything that very much does not like fire, which there are a few of, we'll keep it in mind. Next one.
Okay.
15 plus 4, 19 again.
Again, a little harder to place this one. The vial's just a little bit larger. You swirl it, you note the clarity of the liquid. You kind of pop the cork and sniff it briefly and then put it back. You're pretty sure that this is a potion of greater healing.
Right. I'm pretty sure this is a potion of greater healing, though. Reminder: do those potions of poison look like potions of healing if you don't identify them properly?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. It's like, I'm
You'd probably.
potion of healing, probably.
Hopefully.
Greater
Yep,
healing.
yeah, I have the greater in there. No worry.
Yeah,
All right. It's like, yes, I'm pretty sure this is one, though. Some sneaky little devils like to disguise poisons as that. Next one.
All right, this is the one that is labeled laughter. and has no other label to
Does
it.
she get any bonus from it being labeled laughter?
I've set the DC.
19 again.
So,
Yeah.
all right. You've never come across a potion of laughter before. You give it a sniff, you give it a look over. You're pretty sure that this would probably do what it says on the label and cause laughter in whoever drank it, presumably.
Comparable to perhaps Tasha City's laughter?
Possibly. It might not be, quite that spell effect, but yeah, it probably would not be something that.
It's that same kind of condition, at least.
Yeah, there would be some laughter going on. The water in this, not the water, the liquid in this looks kind of fizzy and bubbly, like it might tickle your insides.
Like, maybe literally. She turns and ran. Was there any more?
Those were the 4.
All right. Next up then, the Silver Bell. Can she actually Arcana that with Alaris' help?
Yeah.
All right, I believe you can. I just need to pull open the right thing because I think I just wrote that on the sheet. There were some things you pulled off the hag herself.
21.
Let me go ahead and pull her open there. All right, 21 on the bell. Yeah, you give it a look over, and as you're looking at it, the little clapper on the inside does kind of ding against the inside. There's a little bit of a headache caused by that. You get the sense that this can cast a particular spell.
She can't figure out what spell.
It doesn't take attunement.
Okay.
You'd have to experiment for details without identify.
Alright. Can she tell how much it's got in it, maybe?
It can be used multiple times, but you get the feeling that it doesn't have charges so much as too much use might wear it out.
Okay. Silver Bell of Headache, multi-use. Black wax candle.
I flavored it as a headache. Technically, it's necrotic damage. You would recognize that.
Okay.
You know what necrotic damage is.
Okay, then I know what this is.
Oh, it's that spell.
Yep.
I think.
Fuck.
It's appropriate for being a bell.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the next thing?
The black wax candle.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the roll.
14.
You're not really sure. The wick has been burnt. There's some wax dribbling down the side a little bit. It's clearly meant to be burnt, but you're not quite sure what magic is in it.
Black stone on a chain from around her neck.
All right.
Pretty
let
sure
me
I
go
know
ahead.
what that is, but we'll see.
Quick cantrips, motherfuckers.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Do that, definitely.
I
Blackstone
want
on
to
a
do the
chain.
cane equivalent of a smite at some point if I get like the perfect situation.
Mhm.
Because if I can do like the the mace attack on a critical with the booming blade, and the Orcish Fury, and a superiority dice. Oh,
Ah, the dream. You guys
I
are just
know.
gonna chew through everything I put in front of you. It's gonna be great. Anyway, the stone on the chain. Yeah. I'm gonna save you the trouble of rolling. This is something that can only be used by the Night Hag.
Yep.
Same thing with the black sack that's stitched together.
Yep.
I believe you also grabbed that.
She keeps
Also
some
a night hag
fun
item.
things in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you get really bad feelings off of both of them. They make your skin crawl, and that's saying something, you being you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not something any of you can use.
For now.
for now.
Got some plans I don't know about here.
Yeah, yeah, modifying magic items.
Hmm.
What were you thinking?
Becoming a hag. That's
Ah.
possible, but you found a way, I swear.
Ornate silver key with sapphire. Also polymorph eventually.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead and check that magic. Arcana. Ha. 22 plus.
224.
Alright, got 24. There is some sort of conjuration magic in this. But it doesn't seem to cast anything on its own. It also doesn't seem to be anything you have to attune to. You get the sense that it has to be put into a lock and turned for any magic to take hold.
Interesting. Unfortunately, doors are on like short supply in this place.
We just keep kicking them, bro.
Might actually go. I want to try this. Does she get any bad feelings from it, or?
No?
All right.
Pull a thin door out of my bag if you want.
No, I prefer if it's something actually on a frame. Someone want to just walk with me? Maybe Calda for the aura.
Sure.
Are you sure? Because I really want to try out this new weapon.
Well,
Well,
maybe something will be coming after us once we walk out of the area. So yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Stick behind that.
alrighty.
Good.
Can she just look for a intact door in that like hallway they're in?
Yeah. I mean, eventually you'll find something. In fact, I think there's one door you didn't really mess with too much in the Hall of Judgment. And it's pretty intact.
Right, she'll put the key in the lock.
You put it in the hole, you turn it, and you feel a little surge of magic. There is a quick glow that races around the borders of the door within the frame.
That's what I thought. And she's going to take it out if she can,
Yeah, you can.
and open the door.
The door does not open to the hallway. Instead, it opens to another room entirely. It doesn't have that stifled feeling of this place buried under earth for centuries. There's a little more fresh air, but there's also a scent of mildew, moisture, disuse. You look through and you see a room with wood plank floors, wooden walls. You see some windows, though they seem choked with vegetation, barely letting in any light. There's a lot of disrepair. Spider webs hanging from the ceiling, connecting the walls. You see a little bit of dirt and debris. Signs of animals having come in through the windows. Several panes are broken and open. There's a little bit of some kind of like almost mossy slime down one of the walls beneath a window where just rainwater has come in and made a mess of things. There are small bones of tiny creatures, rats, birds, kind of in the corners. Perhaps things that other animals have come in with and eaten and then left the debris behind. It looks like the hag might have made some use of this. There's this, almost this little nest tucked into one corner of rotten hay and a overlarge hyena fur. There's a hearth against one wall with a much bigger cauldron there than was in her own home, given that this is more space than she had. And on the table, there's what looks to be, for your trained eye, sort of a primitive alchemist setup that she probably cobbled together from various bowls, mortars, pestles, vials here and there. But you look through this room, you see more doors beyond. This is not the limit of the space.
Huh.
And outside the window, you hear faint bird song.
Just gonna kind of glance back. With her 24, does she feel like there's any limits on the use of this key?
Pretty much once. Not once overall, but in the sense of there will be one door that's in use by the magic at a time.
Okay.
You get the sense that this door, this portal that you've made, will stay until you perhaps lock it back up again, or use the key on another door to get to this place.
But she's not worried that the key is going to shatter in half if she tries another door somewhere else in the tower later today.
No, you don't get the same sense of potential fragility from this that you got from the bell.
Okay. She just kind of slowly walks in and looks around.
Right. Beyond this one room, you come out into a hallway. There are a few more doors down it. You might pop your head in one or another. You see what looks to be... most of the rooms are almost empty. There might be some remains of furniture here and there, in disuse, disrepair, dusty, dirty, covered in cobwebs again. You see a place that was once a bedroom, a place that might once have been some form of a small sitting room, maybe an office. You see a desk, a chair, an old oil lamp sitting on the surface. And then you go through a door and you see walls and walls of shelves of books.
Oh, Ariel, don't do this.
Oh no.
Again,
We just lost Asana.
it's in disrepair. It's going to take some time and effort to even go through the books and see which ones are salvageable to begin with. But they exist. If there's any further exploration, you come to find that it is a comfortable house. There's a kitchen, old, empty. If there was ever any food in this when it was left behind, abandoned, it's long since either eaten by creatures that have gotten in and stolen it or rotted away to nothing. The hag doesn't seem to have kept any kind of stock there. In fact, there's very little presence of the hag beyond that first room. It seems she used it as a small extension of her own living space, but didn't have much interest in anything beyond that.
She holds the key tight to her chest.
Yep.
Just
There's...
oh my goodness.
You look out one of the windows and you see a forest. There's a variety of trees, a lot of mundane varieties that you can name off, oak, pine, various other deciduous and coniferous trees, shrubs and bushes. You can see a small well on the property if you go to one of the windows and look down and out, kind of out to the back, near the kitchen. The front door, or what once might have been a front door, kind of goes out onto a smaller expanse of grass, though it's all overgrown. A lot of shrubbery has encroached. There are vines crawling up the sides of the house, the walls, kind of climbing in a few windows here and there, twining around the chimney. A few of the trees have kind of glistening silvery streaks on the bark. Yeah, you see some wildlife. You see a squirrel run across a branch and jump off onto another. The birds are still singing.
We took a long rest, I assume. Or is it still during it?
Oh no. You took your long rest. You woke up in the morning and you started to work through items and potentially divvy them out.
Okay, so it's still day.
It's still day. It is. It's not early morning. But yeah, peg it around like 9 or so, maybe 10.
She's going to sit down.
Mhm.
Just gonna check with the rest of the group and just. I think that everything is okay here. Um, she's like she's got a smile on her face, but you can see she's like trying her best to like not have a huge one.
Yeah.
I have some things to do here. If this is what I think it is.
There's books in there, Arthur.
She nods.
Enjoy
We'll keep
yourself.
watch out here.
And just keep the door open just in case we lose you. I don't want this to happen.
But this is also somewhere else. And I'm wanting to find out where.
You can go ahead and make a nature check.
I was gonna say, I'm going to have her, if she can, do a druidcraft to find the weather.
Okay.
And then a nature check if she can, along with commune with nature as a ritual.
Okay.
She wants to get
By all means.
Meantime,
she wants to get a good idea of the place.
Mhm.
meantime, Kane's just gonna look to Alaris and be like, "Hey, my weapon's
What?
cooler than your weapon.
I don't care.
Do you want
This
to
is
spar?
Nevercon. Sure.
Awesome." Just gonna flip the rod into like a two-handed flaming greatsword. Let's go.
You're not doing this in here. Get back out into the tower.
Don't worry, I'm gonna do it in the underground thing. But
Stay close. Please, I need to watch all of you.
Don't worry, it's fine.
That's
So,
what you say now.
so
He just
nature
wants to
check.
get his
Does
ego
she
out, it's fine.
get any bonuses to this? Over advantage with the commune with nature?
I'm going to say just a regular nature check. This is an offhand thing that I want to see if you just recognize something in particular about the
Alright.
surroundings.
No guidance then.
Um,
She's trying to figure out where
Yeah.
she is.
I will allow a guidance as you're looking around.
Alright.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. On an 18, yeah, those trees with the silvery bark.
Ah.
You've identified this before. This is mirror bark,
We're up north.
Tyne's oak. This only grows in the glistening forest. So, for the sake of everybody seeing the thing, I'll go ahead and move you back onto the world map.
Yeah.
So, you guys, we're roughly in this area of the Howling Plain where your little box is. The glistening forest is way up here. You're somewhere within those woods.
Whew.
if this is revealed, Kane's gonna go. I can tell you which way is north up there if you'd like.
You can?
He pulls out the mace.
Oh, right,
turns it.
that thing.
I also have a compass, but this is cooler.
Sure.
He'll kind of just like step in and just check to see where they are directionally, roughly.
Yeah, you're able to tell which way is north. The front of the house actually faces south. The back of the house faces north.
Okay.
If I come here at night, I can use the stars to try to figure out other stuff.
I
but...
was already going to do that.
Alright.
Can she give with the commune with nature? Can she check for any like settlements or anything nearby?
Go ahead. What was the range on it again? How many miles?
I'll give it a click.
6 if you're in nature, 1 otherwise? No, 3, sorry, because it's not.
Up to 3 facts. 3 miles.
Okay.
Just to knock out if they're anywhere near, like, say, Gordar or Killidan.
Yep. You don't pick up on any settlements within 3 miles.
Okay. She's going to... Any prevalent people?
You don't come up with any prevalent people or peoples.
And could you just get an idea of the terrain within the 3 mile of her?
Okay.
Like a little rough map.
Yeah. terrain and bodies of water. Um, it is a little bit of a forest glade. There are little rises and falls to land, but not anything excessive enough that you would think that you're in the foothills of the Dragonspine. So you're probably a bit further out than that. You're unlikely to be in like this area of the forest, if you can see.
Nope.
Oh.
I think you're on GM.
Where's my? It is on show to others. Hold on. Can you see my arrow?
No, can anyone else?
Nope.
Hold on a second.
If you're still on GM, show
Do I
us.
have it?
It's in the top right. It's in the top right.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Do I have it now? Okay. You're not likely to be along the Dragonspine, given that the terrain isn't varied enough for that.
And she doesn't notice any water or rivers or anything?
There's a little underground reservoir that the well taps into and pulls from. Still a healthy supply of water, good water source. The well hasn't dried up. It's going to be perfectly functional as far as that goes. Might take a little cleanup, but it's fine. Other than that, sure, within 3 miles you're able to find a few little streams and rivulets of water. Nothing, I think nothing as large as a full-on river, though.
And with knowing where north and south is, can she kind of tell which way the rivers go? Like the little streams in that?
They kind of wind through the undergrowth and brush. I'll say that they kind of seem to, for the most part, they seem to be flowing from directions west to east.
Okay.
For the most part. There's some like north-south variants, but...
Okay. I suppose she can make a survival check if she's read up on that area at all.
Oh, heck, I reversed that. Other way.
Oh, east to west. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that stuff tends to flow down from mountains and into the valley.
Yep.
I reversed it.
Gravity does go down, yes.
Yeah, me mistake. Me mistake.
So it'd be kind of like going like that, possibly?
Possibly technically. Again, you're not close enough to be on like the frost run or anything. But yeah.
Okay. All right. She's gonna have to do a bit more, but fun. She had to estimate how much work this place takes. Is it like a good month or what?
Probably.
All right.
It might be longer depending on if anything needs to be like torn out and actually physically reconstructed. Like if the floor has rotted or a wall needs to be replaced. The windows are going to take a lot of work. But you could probably make it at least parts of it habitable within the month, and then just kind of work your way from there.
Where? Okay, so. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Where does transmute rock put her here? Because she can turn rock to mud or mud to rock, and then she can later dispel it to turn it back.
Interesting.
So could she, in theory, basically
that was the
like
spell I wanted to use on that wizard, and it's so cool.
could she basically like instant cement some stuff?
I mean, probably if you found some decent rock, if you were able to transmute it to mud, pack it up, transport it, and then actually pack it into form and then dispel it, yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
you could get
Don't
some
do
stone
it on the
going.
ceiling. That's all I have to say. Don't do it on the ceiling.
But as far as that goes, you could easily like patch up like maybe a broken edge to the well, chips and stonework, like the
spot
bottom
where the slime is coming in.
Yeah, the bottom third of the house seems to be largely made of stone, and then it's like wood planks above that. So you would be able to repair anything wrong with the foundations pretty easily. The floor in the kitchen is stone paving slabs. Others are made of wood, but if you really wanted to, you could probably rip up the wood floors and just replace it with stone as such.
Okay. She also has stone shape.
That would also help.
And I feel like there's another thing she has. What is the... What's the one where you can go into it?
I believe that is that Investiture of Stone.
Yes.
Is that the one you're thinking of?
It might be, yeah.
You can go
That you
into
can walk
stone.
through stone? Yes.
Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, she also has Move Earth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh
The
boy, oh boy.
woodwork- any woodworking could give you a little more trouble, but the masonry, you've got that covered, magically speaking.
Okay. Just... okay.
Kane, I don't remember, but are you a woodcarver? Do
I
you
think I
have
have
that?
proficiency. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, I have blacksmithing tools and navigator's tools, but I have
Ah.
woodcarving set tools on me.
Okay, because I
I
swear
only ever use them to make
remember
that one bead.
Yep, I swear, that's what it was.
Yeah, I wasn't proficient. I just used them.
Yeah. If Kane practices enough, maybe. That's up to him and that.
So,
though.
literally, can I get my brother who has some tools to do this floor for me?
Quite literally, yes.
Yep.
Alright.
He can literally make nails if any are needed, for
Yep,
that matter.
and door hinges.
Give him a forge.
Okay,
I can
okay.
also just pull it out of my bag.
Okay. Books. Books. This is
You
the
put him in a
rest of her-
candy store, man. Good lord.
This is the
Yeah,
rest of his day.
I know.
Of her day.
I put that key there knowing this could happen, but not knowing when.
Rest of her day, books.
You go through the books. Yeah, if you want for the rest of the day, unless anybody else wants to do anything, I think Alsan is gone.
Yep.
Kane basically
you-
goes roving for undead and trying to smash them.
Cold's going with him.
Yep, you
Roughly
guys
how many tomes are there? Sorry, real quick.
Roll a d100.
Okay.
Plus 20, 45.
Alright, 45. Okay, so... Okay, that's just like all books, good or bad, right?
Pretty much. You'd say that, Now roll 1d4.
Right.
Yeah, you'd say about 3/4 of them are in passable to salvageable condition.
Uh,
There's a good quarter that were just in a bad place, like the ceiling leaked at some points. They're so waterlogged, they're so filled with mold and mildew that they're unreadable. Yeah, they're toast. You can't even make out what the spines might have said once. Touching one, it just kind of floop, soggily crumbles in your grip.
she makes a sad noise.
However, a lot of these are in pretty damn good condition. The more you look through various books, you probably also poke around like that writing or office sitting room, just in case there are some in there, and you do find a few in there. You find some papers, you find dried up old inkwells and cracked quills. You pretty much find the trappings of somebody who was some sort of scholar, perhaps. Some sort of student. And some of those books, quite a few of them in fact, are on magical topics.
Mm-hmm. What should I put into her book bag?
I mean, if you want to pick one out, you can go ahead and pick one out.
Well, no, for her thing that can hold 100 tomes.
Ah,
What should I mark down in there?
how many are you removing from this building?
All of them.
Honestly, now you're
Uh,
thinking like a half orc.
Fairly. Let's go ahead and say just 35 books from Glistening Forest House. They're on a variety of topics. Not all of them are purely informational. There are a few that look like they're maybe more story-based mythologies, things like that. Just interesting reading rather than informational reading.
And real quick, just to, like, I guess clarify, the way she came in,
Mhm.
that door, is it inherently magical?
It itself is not. It looks like it actually led to a kind of a back hallway and a few guest rooms originally when you kind of loop around and come at it from the other side. However, since it is still under the effect of the key, going back through it from that one side that you kind of you entered into would put you back into the castle, into the judgment hall.
Okay.
Kane and Calda went through that and went to hunt down and bash a few lingering skeleton heads that may be, shuffling around hidden corners that weren't poked into previously.
All right. And she's pretty sure that it is like the key is specifically tied to this place.
It is.
Okay.
You know what? Go ahead and give me one quick investigation check, just out of curiosity, as you're poking through things.
Advantage with her glasses.
Mhm.
Investigation.
Yep.
Guidance or no?
Go ahead and throw it on there. Why not? For
12.
this case. 12. All right, nothing super telling, but there were a couple of things that I had not mentioned. There is kind of out back a greenhouse-style room.
Oh.
Though all of the glass has long since either caked over in dirt or broken. There's kind of dead and withered or else overgrown remains of plants, depending on the plant. There is a bin of very old compost earth. There's a few old, rusted or fallen apart herbalist's tools hanging on pegs on the wall. Kind of tucked in a corner, you kind of noticed it when you went outside the house and looked around. You saw that there was on one corner kind of a rounded tower that went like a story up, or story or two up above the roof. You go back in and you find the little entrance for that tucked away in the corner, and you climb up, and you see that the inside of that domed observatory style roof shows the starry heavens. Even though it's day outside, it's not even noon, but you can see the stars.
Can she locate where she is with them?
You can go ahead and roll a survival check.
All right. With guidance.
Intentional, so guidance.
24.
All right. You would roughly place yourself in a section of the glistening forest, kind of north of where Gordar is. You're somewhere in this general vicinity. Probably a little bit further down, but you're somewhere up here.
Okay. I'm just gonna put a little thing on the map.
I will put a little thing on the map for you. One moment.
Okay.
Little dot.
I'll put a little dot.
Little thought.
There you go.
Okay. Oh boy.
Meantime, how many skulls do we find to play golf with?
Roll a d12.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Calder can roll one too.
fuck
Just
yes.
for-
So
Yeah.
one,
Miguel?
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. Thankfully, none of them are of the floating and fiery variety, but you're able to find some clattering around on bones
Cool.
that don't seem to have gotten the memo that they're supposed to be laying
Dead.
down, not moving.
Yeah.
In that
Re-dead.
case, Kane just like
Sometime.
sees them and immediately goes like, "Been a while since I tried this kind of fighting style," and flicks out the spear and shield and goes, "Let's go!" And just charges in.
Ilaris runs in after him.
Cald's already there.
Yeah.
You happily bash through a few skulls. Maybe you pop out the top of that tower onto the hilltop down there, and you maybe find a few ghouls or ghasts and bash those as well. Fun times.
Good evening.
If Alsana left any of the stuff from the Hag House for you guys to look through, you maybe could, but that's up to, I guess, your agreement while she's busy looking through the library in this place.
Kane is in such heaven with the rod, he doesn't even pay attention.
Okay.
Yep.
I suppose after a while, could she give a check with the other stuff?
Just to zip through, the stack of miscellaneous papers are not magical. One of them is a stack of letters written in Abyssal, which you can read. They are... you read through them, and you quickly come to the conclusion. A, love letters. B, written by a demon. C, smitten with the hag during some sort of planar jaunt. D, the hag did not seem to return the sentiment.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So she's
Ariel.
giving unwarranted advances while getting them?
Yep.
Oh,
Ariel, please tell me you have even like an excerpt of one of these somewhere.
I'm afraid I do not. I left that to you guys' imagination.
Out of
And
curiosity.
can I request that you do one of those like fake fanfic things? It's just like one of those because it'd be so funny.
Just have little excerpts in between them of just like just put like Alsana gags, hands it to call the gags.
it's like those people who write fanfiction about like the tiny little NPCs narrative.
Crazy. Okay.
Exactly.
Crazy thought. Does the demon give his true name?
No, he does not.
Damn
He
it.
tends to sign it off as your most ardent admirer.
Can Alsana estimate what kind of demon it is?
Devilishly handsome, I'll tell you that much.
No, devils are different.
Fiendishly handsome. There you go.
Damn it, I missed that one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not specify a particular demon. It's one that has hands that are capable of writing.
Okay.
It's not very many.
Yeah.
I'm,
And also enough intelligence to write.
I'm just curious, like roughly, like is it a higher or lower the CR than her? Like, is it a demon lord or is it just like some schmuck?
Hard to say. This the meat of the love letters here does kind of play up this demon, but you don't know if he's maybe exaggerating things.
He doesn't give like a physical description of like his big strong arms and how many of them he has.
No. But there might be. Okay, like, online comments, YouTube comments, things like that are all like, I am, blah-de-blah, I'm a black belt in this, and I'm super good at that, and I'm trained in this other. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly whether any of this demon's claims are true in any capacity, or if he is literally making it up to make himself sound better.
Amazing. All right. She's
Other
going to
of-
just stack that up, like loosely tie a string around it and throw it in her book bag.
Other parts of the stack of papers, because that's not all of them,
Okay.
are actually drawings. Incredibly good drawings. They are very accurate, it seems. You see a variety of humanoids, ordinary folk, humans, the occasional gnome or halfling. You see quite a few orcs. You see a couple of gnolls. And kind of, they're all aged. They're all old. And as you go down the stack, you find one of Roy.
No.
And towards the bottom of the stack, you find one each of you.
What?
Oh, I just like that.
Oh.
Oh.
Are they magical at all?
They are not.
Does it seem like the hag drew them?
Possibly.
In like.
Can she
This
give a
is-
look
this
at
is
like
the dead hag, right?
Yeah, it's the dead one.
Okay, good.
This is from Agatha's stuff.
Can she just like give a close look, like with her glasses, like at the kind of almost like the pen strokes and stuff. Like I don't know like what medium this is, but
Sure. I guess go ahead and roll your investigation check
all right.
with your advantage and so on, and you can slap yourself with guidance. I'm sure that you would be like, okay, think.
Think.
Who bear?
18.
All right. Yeah, you find little initials, signatures on each one. It's A.K. You remember Agatha Knucklebones. They are obviously she drew this before she died. She could not have drawn it after she met you because you made short work of her.
Yep. It's just
They're relatively old.
huh.
I'm gonna say that you do remember that she had some sort of skills with at least scrying, other divination magic possible.
Yep. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, and she'll just kind of like, okay then, and go ahead and just tie them up as well and put them in the book bag.
All right. The book from the Hag's Hut.
Yep.
Also written in Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be written in the Hag's own hand, with similar sketches, not of people, but of various plants and materials inside of it. It is a potion recipe book.
Okay.
Effectively, if you want to make a terrible poison or potion that seems particularly hag-worthy, you might get advantage on the checks to brew it.
Okay. Alright. Advantage on hag like brews. Alright. Tiny fragile dream catcher of spider silk, which she handles very carefully.
Yep. You can go ahead and roll a quick arcana with your guidance.
Alright.
If Laris is around,
Yep. Yeah, he is.
he may help. Okay,
22.
22. All right. Something about this feels like it would. This is hard to say without actual identifying spell. It's definitely weird magic. It's not something you would have read of. It's not something you would have encountered before. Something about it feels like a kind of abjuration, a kind of blocking of something.
And she has a. I forget, did she roll pretty well once for the Night Hag? I remember knowing something about her.
I remember you knowing something about her, but this would not be related to anything innate to night hags.
Okay. And just curious with, like, the dreamy style, I guess.
Mhm.
If it's a dream catcher. But,
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't seem directly tied to her.
No.
Okay.
It seems like something anybody can use. It does not take attunement.
But what it takes to use isn't it?
Not really. It seems to be more passive than something you can, like, cast a spell out of or draw an effect out of.
And she doesn't seem harmful?
It doesn't seem overtly harmful or anything, though.
Okay, she'll just kinda... Is it able to be worn? Like, how fragile is it?
I'm not gonna say that it, like, tears apart or breaks or anything. You can, like, put it in a pocket or tie it to a belt or something. I won't be too worried about it.
Okay. Yeah, then she'll just put it on like a sash.
Okay.
Just, if she can every now and then, almost like give a check on it, see if it's... She can kind of like pin down what it's doing if she does anything that might affect it.
Okay.
Amethyst ring?
Alright, go ahead and roll.
21 again?
Okay.
20. Yeah, 21.
21 this time. Hard to say. Something transmutation magic. You get the feeling it might give an ability to transform. It again, doesn't seem to take any sort of attunement. But it would probably take, again, either an identify spell or experimentation to actually figure out the details.
And does not seem overtly terrible.
Yeah, no.
Just gonna slowly slip it on.
Alright. At that point, the ring kind of almost seems to resize. It was slightly big for your finger. It kind of shoop,
Can she pull
down
it
to
off?
fit. No, you cannot.
All right. Do I want Arcana my ass?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Certain things require identify.
Hmm.
This I'm letting you get the sense of certain things.
That's as lenient.
Arcana
as-
is not supposed to be an identify.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh hell. By the way, once you put it on and after you give it a little tug, you transform into a hag. Physically.
Oh, yes.
What?
Alsana just suddenly shifts shape, seemingly not of her own volition. Alsana, you keep your mind, you keep your abilities, your various stat blocks and stuff do not change. Your alignment does not change, your mind does not change, but physically, you take on the appearance of a hag.
Is it a physical
Oh.
change or is it a appearance
is-
change?
It is a physical change, and appearance, honestly. I'm not going to say that it changes your strength or constitution or hit points or anything, just for the ease of everything. But it's not an illusion.
Okay.
Alsana now looks like another night hag, not precisely Agatha, but if Alsana herself were to have been a hag, this was
Yeah, I was
what she
gonna
would look like.
Does it have a dark and stormy aesthetic?
She's still wearing her own clothes and stuff, but her hair has become kind of longer, stringier, more raggedy. Her nails have grown long and sharp. Her face is gnarled. Her skin tone has gone purple and blue. A couple of horns curl back from the brow.
Okay, just kind of looks over like, is this intentional?
No, it's not.
Are you gonna turn back? Can you?
You can remove Chris, is right.
Yeah. You wanna try?
1 second. She's gonna pull out the sack and the gem on the black gem on the chain.
Okay.
Can she get a better idea of how they work in this form?
You are not actually a hag, so no.
Well, okay then. And just kind of sighs and just, if you would, dear, puts a hand out to Calda with the ring.
Yep. Remove curse on the ring.
All right.
I
You
like
remove
it.
curse, the ring kind of widens and then just slips off the finger, plink, 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 across the floor. Alsana, you return to your normal form.
She kind of like turns in her finger. I'm keeping that one.
Okay, but think of how fun that would be to put on Roy's finger when he's sleeping.
I'd like it back, and not with a finger still attached to it.
Remove curse after it messes with him.
We'll see if he gets that far. No, but if I can talk to this might. I
I'll
don't-
say for having undergone that, I'll just give you the text of the effect.
All right.
I'll say you realized what it did precisely having undergone it.
And the more planets at night, the ring ties around the words ring cannot be removed unless fire remove curse. Children remove this curse and item dispel magic has no effect.
So it's just a cursed ring. That's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm sorry, hags have weird stuff.
Why is it
Oh,
cursed?
that's-
Because it
It's
is.
super fun.
And there's no like stat changes whatsoever, or is it just we're not worrying about it?
Pretty much there's no stat changes, and we're not worrying about it.
Okay.
It is really meant to be a thing where the hag probably put it together as kind of a terrible joke of her own.
Yep.
She's not looking to make a rival. she's looking to make a little bit of chaos and cause a little bit of painful ostracization for whoever puts that ring on when they go back to town.
Okay. Yep. She just kind of like turns in her hands, like, well, if we ever deal with Nettie again, for who knows.
Yeah, need to have some curse removal stuff, but
All right, and the other books.
Oh, hey, what were those books? Did I write them down?
It's a big question mark.
Yeah. Hold on, let me look on. Was it something on her? Make sure. It's been a while. Hmm. You know what? I don't have any other books written down. I only had the potion recipe book written down. I'm not sure where other books were picked up.
It says Haghouse.
Yeah, they must have been, but I
It's a post-session thing.
maybe it's not in my notes or lists or anything.
We can go back and check a session later.
Some other time. Basically, if I find stuff, I will tell you between sessions.
All right. And yeah, also, I'm just gonna mark off the stuff Alsana takes. Off the thing. Oh, the cracked hand mirror.
All right. I'll spare you this one. It just always shows a shadowy figure standing behind you.
It's just like an illusory thing almost.
Yeah. Occasionally, the figure seems to move. It's unsettling if you look at it too long.
But it's purely imagery. It's not.
It seems to be purely imagery.
Okay. And all right, I'll check it later because apparently you can't learn curses. But
Sorry.
yep.
Hey, I gotta keep the identify spell relevant somehow.
Yeah. Who's gonna get it?
No
Yeah.
one gets it. That's our choice.
Yep. All right. So,
I will say there are places you can go.
I know,
They haven't
yeah.
come up, but
yeah, we can go spend some gold later. It's fine. So, all that said, yep, I guess Alsana will. She's going to real quick, take a piece of paper, write a note.
Okay.
She's just going to have it basically just say, hello, my name is Alsana. If you're one who inhabits this place, I intend to move in. I may return at some point. Leave any sort of marking or write on this page if you'd like to indicate you're here. Perhaps we can talk. And she is going to just pin that in like a door frame in the place in the
Okay.
where the key leads.
all right. Your note is pinned. It kind of sits. Occasional little whisper of wind flows through the windows and makes it flutter a little, but it's secure.
And she is going to walk back, close the door, lock it.
The little seam of light races around it again. And if you open it and check, it now opens into the same hallway it always opened to, inside the castle.
She's going to take that key and just put it on her on one of her bands around her wrist.
All right.
Actually, she'll put it on her neck necklace.
Okay.
Less likely to be pickpocketed. Okay.
So, back in the castle. Oh, I think that you guys haven't checked the calendar in a while.
Yep.
Note that today, the 19th, this is mostly Alsana that this is only Alsana that knows about it. Today is Meraharanar.
Hmm. I need to find the calendar.
Oh, there we go. It's pinned. Why? I'm signed up as my mother?
Say again?
I'm signed in as my mother on Google, so it's like, you're signed in as this, and I'm like, ah!
Oh, okay.
All right.
What month again? Quietude?
Quietude.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, they're just colors.
Oh, yeah.
And do not emerge until the dawn has come. So it would have, the leaving would have already happened, right?
Yeah.
All right.
However, you were in a place in a forest. If you wanted to observe it for at least a little while, you could have.
She would have.
But yeah,
Sorry, that's me.
Yeah.
Checking.
I kind of figured you might have forgotten.
Yep. I need to check stuff like that more. I'm sorry. Anyways.
So we'll say that between that and skeleton bashing for the rest of the party, exploring around, that probably eats up most of that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
We've reached a
End of
good
it is-
3-hour mark.
Alsana will ask the group real quick if she can.
Mhm.
Does anyone want to go anywhere? So I can bring you there.
Can we try Walton?
We get rid of these Naga corpses first,
Yeah.
before they start going bad.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good idea.
If you wins a Thor, you can see Morticia.
She kind of like her face flinches because you guys talk about her.
Oh, I just assumed that's who we're bringing it to.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Just, I will be going there. You will not be going there.
I'm not giving you the bag, and you know that. I will not bother you while you're there. But the bag is mine.
I don't believe you. Are you seriously going to say you're not going to say a word to her? Unless prompted.
No. I'll talk to her like a normal human being. I'm not gonna out you or anything, don't worry.
I'm better at zipping it than he does. Do you want me to take the bag? Kane, is it okay if I take the bag?
I don't like giving the bag away. I will be polite and I will not bring up the things we talked about. Don't worry. You can still keep your stoic attitude.
Fine. Well, I think everything is set here.
So they've teleported before.
Which
so
one
this will be
is-
interesting?
Which one is the? Sorry, which day is the? It's just the end of the month, right?
You've got 10 days, basically.
I was like, all right, well, I can drop us off in Windsor. I can send any of you at any location that I've previously been. The next day and the next day after that, but once a day.
Okay.
We
Alright.
just have to gather here for the last day then?
Do
Or
not.
gather to you?
Okay.
So if honestly you want to travel to a certain place, because it's only a one-way trip, so I can't exactly go get you and then bring you back unless it's nothing but what I'm doing. So
No,
I'm not
that's
gonna
alright.
I'm not gonna send you off on your own, but
Would it be reasonable to go to Windsor tonight? Talk to Morticia, we can all get clean and we can do what we need to. Then tomorrow we'll head to the Sorenwood and get some of those plants you need.
I do still want. We still need to go get. You know who, and more importantly, my friend.
Oh.
With 4
Who's the-
legs and 2 wings.
Of course. Windsor today. Sorenwood the day after, maybe 2 days if we need to gather enough plants. Leave Roy till last, I imagine, and I guess they're together with the horse.
I want to
Pegasus.
just get the Pegasus if I can.
So once we get a couple of plants, we grab the Pegasus. After that, we all head back here, spend a few days. If we gather enough of those seeds, plant them inside of here. At least begin that, so they have time to grow while you're out. Sound good?
Does she think she could get either Lampvine or probably definitely not the
Yeah,
Duskbell.
Duskbell would not be easy. Lampvine, however, you could probably get various seeds, cuttings, even already rooted vines to
Okay.
plant. Depends on where you look for them.
I mean, if
There's
anyone's gonna
probab-
find him, it's Alsana.
Yeah, there's probably some sort of plant nurseries and herbalists in Windsor. Might even be one in Soren.
Quick question. Sorry, how long is the trip from Soren to Walton?
About a day.
Okay.
Comfortable day's walk.
So we could go to we could go in theory like everyone go to Windsor and then everyone go to Soren, and if Lars wanted to, we could run to Walton for a day and come back.
Yeah.
Dear.
All right. Are we?
The vines were from the Sorenwood, right? The vines looking for, was that from the...
They're from
Water.
all around, really.
Okay.
However, the first seed that Alsana got was from the graveyard in Walton
Yes.
all that time ago.
Gotcha.
All right. Okay. So if everyone's good, we can walk outside, find a sizable tree near the tower. She's going to commit this place to memory best she can, so that they come back here.
Yep, you'll be able to come back to this specific tree, don't worry.
Yep. And
No problem.
hand into the dust, drag a line down the tree, and just a few runes, and transport via plants.
You see it's an illusion. It's not quite what happens physically to the tree, but you see the bark sort of cave inwards, peel back, and pull open into a short tunnel filled with light.
Oh, that's creepy.
Hurry up, it doesn't last long. She runs through.
Like,
Alrighty.
both arms covering his face, just like charges through.
Yep, and you emerge. There are no big trees in Windsor
Yeah,
itself.
she's not going in Windsor just for the
Yeah.
sake of
However, for the journey up, I'll say that you saw enough various trees here and there that you're able to come out somewhere in the foothills alongside the path. Perhaps there's a large tree used as a frequent stop.
I
with
remember I
shade
said
and cover.
I was checking on trees now here and there.
Yeah. So it's reasonable to say that you remembered this one for this eventuality.
Yep.
You
So-
come out onto the road, thoroughly startling a merchant just up it who kind of jumps and whoa! His donkey dances at his side.
Good
Whoa,
evening,
whoa,
sir.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is it way colder up here?
Actually, not so much. It is the height of summer.
Okay.
It is very warm in either place.
Can you just take a deep breath, like, this is what the outdoors should feel like.
And she just like gives a happy wave to the merchant. It's like heading into town.
You notice that Windsor is at his back as he seems to be heading away.
She looks over. Oh, out of town. My mistake. Sorry, it's a bit disorienting. I'm sure you could assume. Have a nice day. Walks off.
Safe.
He lifts a hand and kind of waves as you go by because he doesn't seem to know what else to do.
You have the blessing of the storm witch, my dear. Don't worry. And she walks off.
Blessing of the tin can as well.
There's just a pair of great big eyes that follow you as you walk away, and then he
We-
finally turns and starts meandering back down the path with the
Heads
donkey at his
into
back.
the musical Windsor.
Mhm.
So colorful.
We'll go ahead and call the session here. Next time, fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yay,
back to
we get
business.
We get to go to Walton and Soren. Yay!
Yes.
I crave violence. I have a cool
Please
fancy
no
weapon.
violence in Walton.
Not in Walton, I just crave violence, because now I have a cool fancy weapon and 3 attacks per
Please, my
turn.
wife and child are there.
I'll protect them.
All right.
Ooh.
Until next time.
Until
Till
then.
next time.